Well, bye, howdy, partners. Welcome, greetings, and salutations, ledgelords, ladies, and gender fluid friends of any persuasion. Welcome to Gamers Ledge. I am one of your hosts, but one of the players this evening, Mark. Before we jump directly into the game, we do need to do a little bit of housekeeping. I want to thank the new followers on Twitter. We just passed the 1,500 follower mark, which is pretty nuts. At Gamers Ledge, if you want to follow us there for up-to-date scheduling. Also, thank you to all the 1,000+ new followers on TikTok that we ended up picking up over the last few days. One of my stuff apparently went viral and we got a bunch of follows, so that's awesome. We'll be starting to stream on TikTok soon, so appreciate everybody for that. Also want to thank all the new followers on Twitch.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi. We are getting dangerously close to that 1,300 follower mark, so thank you for that. If you know somebody who might enjoy the shows, please do send them our way. Also need to give a giant shout out to all the raids we've been having over the last couple days. So thank you to Araya, EBNG, The Fixated, Thai Star Wars, Chocobo Butt, Thunder Ronin, DMDM Studios, OG Joystick Shinobi for all the raids. You guys are all awesome. Appreciate that very much. Also need to thank our bossest of boss producers, Shank the Noob, Mr. J Nice, and Neo Sapien. Why do we thank them at the top and bottom of every show? Because they are generously subbed to us through mechanics.gg, where you can directly support the stream. It is a service that pays creators like us 100% of the donations or subs you send our way. It's completely free to sign up, and every person who follows us on Mechanics via the link I just put in chat automatically, well, I think it went in chat. Maybe it went in chat. Oh, it didn't go into chat. Is my stream elements not here? Well, I can put that link in the chat in a minute. I think I can just profile. Good evening, USMG Ballerfall. Hello, Ashley. And hi there, Min. Let's try profile. No, nothing. Huh? Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can force the bot in here. 1 second. Gotta love it when technology doesn't do what you want it to do. Okay. Well, hopefully, maybe it came in now. Profile. Nope. Okay, that's fine. I'll get the link in after a while. Oh, here comes a bunch of people. There's Stream Elements. And a Kokeshi Ken appears. It's still not working. Oh, that one's working. We've also become an affiliate for XSplit Broadcasting Software, which is a software I've used for almost 10 years now. It's one of the easiest. I think it's miles ahead of OBS and Streamlabs OBS. It's constantly updated. because it is a paid product. And if you follow the link in chat, we'll get you 10% off your purchase, even if it's off the lifetime sub, which is a pretty significant chunk of change. Third, we've partnered with and are sponsored by Z League, which is a service in which you can play in Warzone, Apex, League of Legends, or Halo tournaments with actual cash prizes. And if you play in just 5 tournaments in 1 month, you're automatically entered into a drawing to win a PS5 just for playing the games you already play and love. So check out Z League. We've got new merch up in the merch store as well. And then last but not least, do need to talk very quickly about our upcoming stream on Monday, October 31st. It is our Halloween first ever charity stream for Gamers Ledge. We'll be doing a 12-hour stream from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on that Pacific time on Monday. There will be costumes. There will be unboxings. There will be eating, drinking, and wearing of horrible things. There will be video games played, TTRPGs played, and lastly, a board game that actually one of our community members made. We'll be playing that on stream as well as having a lot of fun. So come join us for that. It all benefits Extra Life, which, if you're not familiar, is a charity to buy sick kids in hospitals gaming equipment to make the things they're in for not quite as unbearable. If you'd like to donate and brighten some child's day, simply follow the link in Twitch chat. And thank you for the check-in, USMG. I'm just about to get there. Don't forget to check in for 1 point in the Channel Point Redemptions.
Do it.
Below the Twitch chat box. Twitch chat only goes back a little ways. Point redemptions show up for a week, plus you get a boss point. If you get 69 boss points, you can exchange those for a keychain of your favorite character, drop shipped right to your door. Or you can save up for 169 boss points and trade those in for any Gamers Ledge t-shirt off of the store that is short sleeved. Schedule for the rest of this week. This is Thursday. Tomorrow will be Fun with Friends Friday at 7 p.m. A little bit different. We're going to be doing Kingdom Death Monster. Daniel will be here. We'll be setting it up. We'll be playing on stream. Who knows how long that will go, but we will start probably around 7 p.m.-ish. So stay tuned for that. Watch Twitter for any updates on timing. Saturday at Kokeshiken Media's channel at noon Pacific, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. We'll be doing AEW Rampage live reactions and reviews for an hour over there. And then back here on Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 Central, 5 Eastern for Sunday Streamer Tech Support. And that will close out our week. Other than I should again announce Monday, the following Monday on Halloween proper, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., our 12-hour charity stream. So join us then. We are doing a TTRPG tonight. Although I can't verbally interact with each of you as much as I normally would, I will be in chat as much as I normally would. So know that we do see you. You still can participate in our games. How, you ask? It's quite easy. Look for the Deadlands Channel Point Redemptions, and you can make things easier for the players or more interesting. And with that, I will turn it over to John. Hi, John.
Hi, Mark. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Excited for this evening. I want to, before I go any farther, I want to say hello to Doug.
Hi.
And hello to Daniel.
Hey.
And of course, Mark was just speaking. That's the 4 of us for this evening. So where we left off last was in Denver, and we cut the scene right as October rode off and the train started moving. And so the train's moving, October's doing his thing. And before I get started, are there any alibis, questions, comments, whatever?
We ended up taking the little girl with us. I remember
Yes.
that much. That's about, I think that was
And
the crux of it.
she's staying with the young woman and has been warned many times
Yes.
to keep an eye on the young woman.
Clearly and succinctly.
Yeah, she's with Graciela.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And
Did we find out what the little girl's name? 'Cause
yes.
I don't think we have.
Yes, we know her name. I need to. It was. Let's see. It's Clara.
Clayton.
Clara Clayton. Yep. There's a rumor in school of a woman who went over those cliffs. Clara Clayton. 100 years ago.
We all know because we all have teachers we want to see fall into the ravine.
100 years ago? That's this year.
Great
Hilarious.
Scott.
Clara Whitlock.
Oh, her last name is not Clayton. I heard he added that to the notes.
I don't know. This is a reference. I'm not kidding.
It's Back
Back to the Future 3.
3.
Oh,
Come
is it?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the train?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Huh. Yeah, I'm not even sure I've seen all of that one.
Hmm.
I know. Doesn't he end up calling himself Clint Eastwood or something like that?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I have to admit they're all kind of a blur to me after the first one. Like the second one, they go to the future. The
Yeah.
third one was the cowboy one. Is there a fourth?
No. Well, there was a video game, but
Oh, so there's only 3.
There's
Yeah.
only 3.
Somehow I thought there was like 5.
I'm disappointed in you, Doug. Very disappointed in you.
I mean,
In
there's
me?
also a
You
Universal
mentioned
Studio.
the video game. You didn't mention the ride in Universal Studios or the cartoon.
there was a cartoon. Thank you. I am properly admonished.
There was also a very good ride at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So I'm gonna take the line of dialogue here to mean that nobody has anything to say before the train continues on.
No.
Excuse me while I die. Yes, I have nothing further.
I have nothing further. Defense rests. All right. I need to clean my glasses here real quick, so I'll be blind for the moment. Yeah, everything was kind of blurry, and it's for those of us that wear glasses, there's times it's like, what's wrong with my computer screen? And you take your glasses off and you look at them and you're like, oh, I just need to clean my glasses.
Always blaming the computer.
I know, right? And ironically, when people destroy computers, they always destroy the screen,
Yeah.
which is the funny thing. All right. So you guys head off from Denver. Initially,
I did not
mostly
consent to
heading
this.
up
I did not.
into the mountains, and there's lots of switchbacks as you go up and down mountains, and a lot of times around the mountain to kind of get up there. And you spend a fair amount of time traveling. Now, one of the things you notice is that the train is traveling significantly faster than you remember the train ever traveling. They did seem to manage to get the train faster.
Does that mean it's also shakier, more turbulent?
A little bit, but not much. But yes. I mean, not like roller coaster ride, I'm going to die kind of stuff, but a little bit. And so anyway, so you guys continue to head west, and unless there's something you want to do, it's going to be a day later. So evening comes, trains keeps going. Towards morning, you guys see the train starting to slow down, or feel the train starting to slow down. And if you look out on the right side, you can, lean your head out and look up, and you see a water station / telegraph relay station up ahead on the left, and the train is slowing down for it.
Good deal. I'll have my rifle in hand.
Okay. So, you guys, eventually the train slows down, and you comes to a stop. And just a second, I need to write something down. That was funny.
He didn't like you writing something down.
Apparently it's just the way it sounded. The beginning and the end of that bark were kind of cut off, so it was just this weird kind of almost screech. That was interesting. All right, so train comes to a stop.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I said, the train comes to a stop. Is anybody doing anything?
I'll get my weapons and gear.
Okay. Lemon Twist TTRPG is a tabletop role-playing game. Savage Worlds is a system. The particular setting is Deadlands, which is kind of a weird west, kind of the Wild West with cowboys, but also with scary, spooky, magic kind of odd things going on too. And okay, yeah, you've got everything ready. Are you guys gonna walk up to the refueling bit?
Well, I mean, does the telegraph office have a window on it? Can we see someone in there?
If you look down there, you see Henry seems to be talking to somebody.
Okay.
And yeah, and the water spout, I don't know what it's, I'm sure it has some highly technical train name, but the water spout off the tower is Henry is in the processing of moving it over the engine. To fill it up with water. So do you guys stay where you are, walk up? What are we doing?
Go to the telegraph office.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. As you guys get off the train, you see October just getting off his saddle.
Morning, October.
Morning. As he's stretching and patting the horse's flanks. Your trip was good. I don't see anything falling off this machine.
Yeah, well, we take good care of her.
Were you
Sometimes that
expecting?
is not enough.
Were you expecting things to fall off?
I know that you had talked to the engineers about being faster, moving more quickly. If this machine was capable of that the whole time, safely, I imagine it would have been traveling faster the whole time.
Not necessarily. Yeah, it's just another way of getting more power out of it that they haven't thought of yet.
You must forgive me, but your people are not a patient people. If they
No,
could
we're
get
not.
somewhere faster, I imagine it would be the case if done safely.
No, We like to push boundaries.
That is very true. And October will start unbuckling the saddle and taking off the saddlebags and blanket and start brushing down the horse.
All right. So, yeah, Lemon Twist, it's a lot of fun. It's our characters here for this are all U.S. Marshals heading west to see what's weirdness is going on and try to figure out uh, what's going on. Plus, they also are after a particular wanted person that they're trying to track down. And we're glad you're here. Okay, so you guys get up to the next to the water tower, and there is just past it. There is a basically a little bit bigger than a shack, smaller than a house, building, and you see a gentleman outside with blonde hair and a big beard. He's probably about, I don't know, maybe 5'7", and medium build, and he's got on blue jeans and a green checkered shirt. And he sees you guys walking up, and he says, "Gentleman here, Henry says y'all are Marshals."
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. He says, y'all came here to something question about the telegraph?
Yeah, we understand it's been sabotaged somewhere up around here. That the
Well,
line's been cut.
I can tell you I can talk to Denver, but I can't talk to any point past where I am. And, I've got duties here, so I can't go on up the line and check things out. I mean, far as I can see, which isn't very far, it's fine, but I don't know what's going on up the road, and there's certainly nothing between me and the next stop.
Now, I don't know much about telegraph wires and systems and things of that nature, but is there a way for you to tell if the line's still intact?
I either get a signal or I don't, and right now I don't. Beyond that, I don't know what I could tell you. It's you either have a connection between the 2 points, or if it's broke somewhere in there, then it's just broke. And I don't know how, other than telling you nothing's getting through and I'm not receiving nothing. That's about all I can tell you.
Do you have any repair equipment or anybody who's qualified to fix these lines?
I'll be honest. There was a train through here not too long ago, but usually someone belonging to the railroad comes along, but nobody's come along in quite a while.
What do you say? We should scout out ahead, see where the lines broke.
Probably a good idea.
You can do that, the man says. He says, but it could be 50 miles up yonder. Next station's not but 100 miles from me. So, it could be, you're right, it could be 100 yards or 60 miles.
Well,
But
yeah.
feel free to scout ahead.
I say we scout out as far ahead as we can on horseback, see what we can see.
Yeah, if we see something in 10, 20 miles, great. Otherwise, we can jump back on the train, go from there.
Agreed.
You want the train to just sit here while you're doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Why don't you give us, well, how long does it normally take to get 10 miles on horseback?
I don't know. How fast does a horse run? Horse runs at 55 miles an hour. However,
Yeah, probably 30 miles an hour. So that'd be like,
yeah, a horse walks at about 4 miles an hour.
probably faster
so-
just to go on the train.
I would have to take it a little slow to see where the
Well, if we overshoot it,
are
then we can take the horses back.
yeah.
Okay.
It's good a plan as any.
All right. Well, it takes about an hour to get train resupplied. And Henry says everything's good to go, and he says, we didn't need to stop here.
No.
We the fixes that Umberto and the three of us put on there, myself and Willis and Umberto, we were good for at least another trip like we just made. So this is just topping us back off.
Perfect.
Good to know.
So you want us to head out?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And last thing Henry says to all of us is drink up, partners.
You know what? I'll be back. I have no beverages. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
We see that, Nautico. I'm glad you got a good score on your test. Doug, Daniel, how are your days? How's your day?
Oh, good, actually. Pretty easy day at work, so
I only got a 28 out of 100 on my speech test.
Why are you trying to get me in trouble? Why do you, I mean, you only do that as bait for me. It's not funny. Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Noriko.
Nautico,
Speeches are not easy for a lot of people, so that's awesome. Noriko says, "Now drink, John."
yeah, because we all drank already.
Cheers.
I actually went to my I was an intel bubba in the military, and the majority of what I did was speeches and briefings and stuff like that. So that was a big part of what I was trained to do, and it was pretty natural for me because I was like that in high school. But we had people that went through the program that did not make it solely based on their ability to speak in front of people.
And the funny part is his military presentation style, pretty much the same as his high school presentation style. Just throw the papers in the air and scream, "We're all gonna die!" That's pretty much how.
You'd be surprised how well that works.
Yeah, I get it.
I still remember the first speech Daniel and I went to the same, not the same year, but we went to the same school, military school.
Close to the same year. Close.
Yeah, I keep thinking that. And I remember the first speech I was asked to do was I had to give an extemporaneous speech on the meaning of flowers. And I got up and I talked for 10 minutes, and I got a pass on it. And of course I didn't research it. It was just given to me and I had to get up and talk. And the only demerit I got or negative I got was that I only talked about the meanings of the different colors of roses. I didn't talk about flowers other than roses.
I'm
I
very
said, but
disappointed that you are not all flower inclusive.
I know, I'm sorry. Apologies to other flowers. But I told him, sir, I only know about the colors of roses, and I don't even know if I remember everything or remembered then, but yellow for friendship, red for for love, but somehow I made 10 minutes out of that. So,
That's impressive in and of itself.
yeah.
Sounds like you made a really good statement.
So there you go, an extra drink up just because. All right, where are we?
Yes.
We're in west of Denver.
Yes, you're 100 miles west of Denver, just leaving a
Relay station.
A relay station and heading west.
Yep.
So do you want to head out? You can see the line next to the track. As long as it's daylight out.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, you can clearly see it. So do you want to just kind of your max 80 miles an hour speed, or what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, unless Henry sees the line severed up ahead, or a giant dome of darkness that it covers the tracks and the line.
Okay.
Something, common sense stuff is, if he sees the line down, then slow down the train and stop. If he sees something suspicious, don't drive into it. But other than that, sure.
Other than that, okay. So him and Willis are both keeping an eye out, and our Abraham actually has wants different of the deputies to take turns being on the lookout also.
Mhm. That's a good idea.
All right, so you guys head off. You guys are gone for about 3.5, maybe 4 hours, and the sky starts turning from normal blue. It first kind of changes to almost a yellow sepia kind of color. And as you look out the train, the scenery changes. And the trees are all misshapen, and you feel at one point the train start to slow down, and Henry even toot toot, and no, I'm not going to do that again. He hits the train whistle, and
I'm sorry, I was on mute for a second. How did it go?
Nope. And slows the train down. And if you look out, and you can see him waving. At one point you feel the train, someone to come up. They're all misshapen, and
Hold on for 1 second, John.
at one point you feel the train start to slow down. You said hold on a second.
Yeah.
Henry even toot toot, the train slow down. At one point you feel the train start to slow down.
Almost done.
And Henry even toot toot, and no, I'm not going to do that again. He hits the train whistle, and
I'm sorry, I was on mute for a second. How did it go?
Nope. One point you feel the train start to slow down, and
almost done.
Henry even
sorry guys,
toot, toot,
just bear with me for 1 second.
And no,
This
I'm
is
not
a
going to do
necessity.
that again. One point you feel the train start to slow down, and Henry even toot toot, and no, I'm not going to do that again. He hits the train
This bug is mean. What's up, Suni? Welcome to the stream. I was on mute for a second. How did it go?
Nope.
Great.
One.
Great. Perfect. That. And then, John, if you would, There's a link that I'm just about to put in chat. Feel free to click on that.
Oh, why did I click on it?
Did it not open in another window?
Oh yeah, I guess it did. Maybe, I don't know. I'm on my
Mark, I,
I'm on my
I don't play a lot of video games, so I don't really have a thing for you to show when I come into the stream. I would like that to be the thing you show when I come into
You
the
want that to
stream.
be your walk on? I can do
Toot
that.
toot.
I can do that.
nice. Nice. Okay. I got it. Great. Just how I want to be immortalized.
As I die.
I knew
Have I-
better before.
Have I ever met John Myers? Like, did he do anything that I might recognize? Oh yeah, I remember that viral clip that went viral like 10 years ago. Guy with a beard that went toot toot. No, I'm never doing that again. And then it went viral.
Mhm.
That's him.
Yeah. Great.
The one that you can see in the commercials for Pepsi now.
Hey, that might mean money.
See, sorry about that. I couldn't edit it while you were talking because its volume was going out over the stream at the same time you're talking, so I couldn't hear anybody, and I had to make sure that I got the right toot toot section. So, thank you for that. It was a necessity. Please,
Yeah,
please
yeah,
let us
I'm-
resume.
Bare necessity.
So Henry's at the front of the train waving folks to try to come to him.
All right, I'll head to the front of the train.
I will as
All right.
well with my rifle already pulled out.
And you see October is on his horse riding up towards the front of the train too. And right as you get towards the front of the train on the left side, Henry's pointing ahead just a bit, and he says, I don't know what's going on around here. Things look awful weird, but I think that's your problem there. And he points ahead, and you see that a telegraph pole is the telegraph poles kind of where the train is are starting to twist. And finally, the one he points to, it goes up about halfway and it's broke off. And you can see the line the wire comes off that. And right before it hits the ground, it kind of turns into some kind of swamp, twisted looking plant at the end of the wire.
Hmm.
And you don't see any telegraph past that point.
Is there a train tracks beyond that point?
Yes.
How are we feeling in this different climates area?
You feel weird, like it, almost kind of like electricity on your skin, and it just feels something's off. And oh, by the way, just past where the telegraph line seems to end, you do see a tree with 3 people hanging from it.
Hmm.
Well, let's
That's not a good sign.
no, let's walk up. So what you're saying, and I just want to make sure I'm abundantly clear on the picture I have in my head.
Mhm.
The telegraph wire goes down into the swamp and never seems to come back out.
No.
Because there's a plant. It turns into a plant that goes into the swamp.
No swamp. The line before it hits the ground transitions from being a wire into some kind of swamp looking plant that's hanging above the ground. So the wire's hanging above the ground, but it transitions from being a wire into being this plant.
Okay, but the plant continues or the plant stops?
Stops.
So, and the wire shouldn't be hanging like this, right? So the plant is what is left over from the man thing that cut it.
No, it just looks like the wire just kind of
Turns into a plant.
transitions. Yes.
But the plant stops at the ground.
Before the ground, about 3 foot up, just hanging there.
Okay. Is there any other sign of a similar plant farther on?
No.
And there's no wire either.
There is not.
And is the
How
plant
far-
the size of the wire?
Yes.
How far are we from the train?
From the train, 30 feet behind you, and you're 10 feet from the tracks.
Okay, I'm gonna go get. Is it Umberto that's the scientist?
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm gonna go grab Umberto and have him come out. And I'll have my bow ready just in
Okay.
case to make sure he's got guard.
Okay.
This is a dangerous area, and I'm gonna ask him who he might understand this telegraph stuff better than we do. What's required, what it should look like, if we're looking for another wire, like the way I'm picturing it, right, is like power lines except with a telegraph wire.
Yes.
And so if one end is hanging down with a plant on it, then the other end should be somewhere.
Should
That's what
be.
I'm saying.
We should see posts in the distance that the wires are coming to, and then but we only see posts going to this wire, which drops, and that's it.
That's it.
As if it was never made further.
As if, but I mean, that in the past they communicated past this point, so something's happened.
We're not in the hunting grounds, right? Like,
No.
okay,
you're-
I would know that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you seem to still be on Earth. I mean, that machine's still there behind you.
Okay. Now,
But
the tracks still go forward, or are we at the end of the tracks?
nope, tracks still go forward.
Okay, and on these pictures, because it looks kind of like these pictures, would the tracks go? Are we off to the left of the tracks, and the tracks are like off this picture?
Yeah,
Or
the
are
tracks
they-
are off this picture.
Okay.
I couldn't find pictures that I liked that represented what I wanted to represent with
Right.
tracks.
I just didn't know if maybe the tracks ran through this area right here, and we just don't see the tracks because they're not in the drawing.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Just imagine the tracks to the left or to the right of this.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Umberto come out and double check, just make sure that we're not missing something.
He comes out and he kind of stares at that for a while, and he looks at you with this like blank look on his face, and he looks back, and he pulls out this knife, and it's a folding knife, and actually surprises you with the size of it. But he unfolds it, and he grabs the wire, and he starts trimming. And above where the plant is, and he's like, well, that's wire, and he trims and cuts, and you can see where he cuts. You can see it transitions from metal wire into plant.
Well, here's what I think. Yes, that's exactly what I think. I bark at the trees and then get back on the train. What I think needs to happen is we should examine the bodies, and assuming there's nothing to be done here, then our plan should still remain the same. We'll get on the train. We'll make it to the next station. See if we can get a wire out there to get ahead of Kurtz. And if not, we'll burn to the next one until we can, because we're not
Right.
going to be able to fix this if there's no wire.
Yeah, that's a problem. All right. The bodies, you walk down and look at the bodies, and they just look like 3 people that have been hanged.
Any kind of identification on them?
Not on the clothes. Are you digging for wallets or something like that?
Yeah. Or
You do
I know.
see one of the gentlemen does have a card showing that he's a employee of the railroad and a telegraph operator.
mm,
Is it rope or is it vines?
It is vines.
Does it look like the plant that the wire was made from?
No, but it does look like plant matter. I mean, having said that, it's a proper noose around their necks. So somebody took the vine stuff and made
Mhm.
nooses out of them.
so it's not like the vines came alive and
No, it doesn't look like that.
okay.
How long have they been hanging up there?
No. It's been do you remember how long ago did the train leave ahead of you, Mark? It was a week
It was
or 2
five
days?
5 days by the time we left,
Um,
and they had 3 days to go to get to the end of the line. Or
so yeah, it looks
sorry,
like
3
they've
days
been
to go
up
to get to the next.
Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant.
So yeah, it looks like they've been up there about 5 days, 4 or 5 days ish.
Okay.
So no. Probably our guys' handiwork.
Mhm.
I'm assuming you're going to cut them down, and are you going to take time to bury them?
I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
All right, you guys can accomplish that in an hour. You got a lot of,
hands.
Slim and Slim, Estelle, August you got a lot of people who can help dig. So an hour, you get it done, back on the train, and
Yep.
away you go.
Go.
All right. So the landscape, the landscape changes several times as you're going along, but the thing that stays the same is it continues to be twisted somehow. You hit a patch where you're in the real high mountain area, and it's just becomes really dry, and everything just looks dead. There's no leaves. Even evergreen trees look like they're about to be kindling, and the sky has a little bit of a red tint to it as you press on. You get to the point, and this is on your second day, where the next refueling station should be, and you see there's just burnt buildings, and it looks like next to the building you see a couple bodies that look like Luke's aunt and uncle.
Oh,
Was this the Tatooine refueling station?
Oddly enough.
Tashi Station.
So yeah.
But is there a telegraph? Are there wires?
No,
Of course not.
no. You've
Like,
occasionally seen some poles, but they're all twisted. The occasion you've seen wire, it's maybe 20 yards, and then it twists into different kind of odd things. But you haven't seen, I mean, 20 yards might be the longest you've seen in this stretch, and you'll go an
So
hour or
it-
two.
So it was here, but it's obvious that whatever has taken this area has mutilated what was here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
telegraph stuff did come through here. It's just been altered just like the landscape.
Are there any
Just like the
resupplies?
landscape.
Are there any resupplies for the train or no?
Not here, no. It's all
Okay.
been burnt.
Good. Let's go.
Yeah,
Good.
Henry does make the comment that had they not made modifications, train would now be stuck.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
And he says, way things are now, next stop is Mount Pleasant, and we should be able to just get there.
All right.
Sounds good.
So, all right, well, you guys press on towards Mount Pleasant, and Henry tells you it'll be tomorrow morning. And are you guys staying up, sleeping? What are we doing on the run to Mount Pleasant?
I'll take first sleep so that I can get up for the last like 4 or 5 hours before we get there.
All right.
Start a card game.
All right. The one thing you notice is as things get dark is you notice that there's an odd green glow about the sky and the landscape as you're continue to head west.
Odd green glow. Like the green of the stones?
Similar.
Hmm.
And towards morning, you right before you wake, just a second.
Right before you wake.
We hear a toot toot,
Toot toot.
and then Henry yells back from the front of the train. Drink up, partners.
I was waiting for that.
Me too.
Thank you, Nautico.
Thank you.
Also, welcome in Scotty and It's Bubbles. Hope you're having a good day.
So right before you wake, you have this weird, who is you? Charles has this weird, you're sitting on the floor, and next to you at a table, you're facing a small table, and to the left, kind of facing you, is some Asian woman, and she's pregnant, and you have your hand on her belly, and you hear her say, the language sounds weird to you, but you understand it, and you hear, if it's a girl, I want to name her Yoon Young, after my grandmother. And you feel this sense of just happiness, and you're woke up. Slim's waking you up. This is when you wanted me to wake you up.
Thank you, Slim.
So As you, where are you looking out? Are you between cars, head poked up, or looking out a window, or what are we doing?
I'll go get a strong cup coffee back from the back, a little something to eat, and then I'll take that forward up to, with the rifle up to probably between the stable car and the coal car.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Great. So what you notice is, you come down out of the mountains and, you can, Henry lets you know that you're starting to get close. And as you get close, you see this beautiful day, bright blue sun, or blue sky, uh, um, and you can see the town of Mount Pleasant ahead, and on the plains, and the train starts heading up towards the town. Anything you want to do before you get there?
Well, I'm looking through my scope, if possible,
Okay.
at the town.
Okay.
Does it look like it's all burnt up?
Nope. Looks like a beautiful town.
And do we see telegraph wires on the side of the train?
Yeah, they start appearing.
Just now, or
Yeah, just about now.
okay? And is there a train up ahead?
There is not.
Well, that's
Oh, my apologies. There is.
okay. I was gonna say
There is. Just past the water station.
The train's parked.
Yeah, you don't see any smoke coming out of the engine. So it's not generating fire at the moment.
well, that's promising. Do we see people out and about?
Yeah, some. You look through your scope and you don't see anything untoward. Everything just seems normal.
All right.
And the plants kind of everything seems normal. Almost pleasant. So eventually the train rolls in and Henry brings it to a stop right at the water station.
Oh, so it's ahead of the water station, the other train.
It is.
Okay.
Mm.
There's actually a couple tracks here. So trains can pass each other and whatnot, and it actually is on a side track.
And is there a station master station?
Yes, you can find that. They're running the station here. I did move the map, didn't I?
You did, yes.
Oop, what happened?
Hi, Meep.
Meep meep.
There we go. Yeah. Train stuff's run out up here.
Okay.
Maybe I can force you.
I'm going to look and I'm going to. Where's everybody else at this point? I assume October is just now riding ahead of the train.
Mm-hmm. Should be coming up behind, maybe. Can't hear you.
There we go. That explains why that wasn't working. Yeah, as you get off, you see October standing there brushing his horse.
I'm I'm gonna go inquire with the station master whether or not they've seen the person.
Okay. Your
Uh,
standard roll up the dollar amount, show them the picture.
Yeah, but I'm telling October this.
So
Oh,
should,
you're telling.
should I go check the other train?
That's what I was gonna say, but we also want to make sure that that train can't get away. Of
So
course,
should I take
Oh.
Doc with me so that Doc can make sure it doesn't leave?
I think that's a wise idea.
But how do you feel about that, Doc?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So Estelle says, why don't I come with you two?
That's
Sure.
a good idea.
Okay.
More the
Slim
merrier.
says, he looks at you, Charles, and says, well, I'm your Huckleberry.
Perfect. And we'll head that direction.
All right. All right. Well, you guys, October and Doc, you guys get over to the other train, and you can see there's an engineer that's
I'll be back.
he's up in the engine and looks like he's just doing train stuff. He's tightening things and doing some kind of maintenance,
Okay. Doing what you would expect.
doing what you would expect.
Okay.
And you see him before he sees you.
What would you like to do here? I can ask after the person, or you can.
Let's. I'll approach him real quick. Say, hey, sir, U.S. Marshals, can we have a word?
He turns around and oh, yes. How are you doing, Marshals?
I'm doing pretty good. I'll take out my the wanted poster and kind of like Chuck has been doing, keeping the monetary amount covered up. Have you seen this gentleman on this train?
Certainly have. Yes.
I need you to do me a favor. Make sure this train doesn't leave anytime soon.
Is that's a order from the Marshals?
Yeah, it is.
All right. All right. We'll stay here till you tell us otherwise, Marshal.
Thank you.
No problem.
When was the last? Go ahead.
Oh, I saw him. He got off the train. He's in town, as far as I know.
We want to make sure he does not leave the train or leave the town by this way.
Okay.
He's a
Roger
very
that.
dangerous man.
Okay.
Is there anyone on the train that you have seen speaking with him or enjoying his company?
Nope. Nope. He paid for the train. He's actually been our only passenger.
Ah,
How much did he pay you?
It was quite a bit.
I can imagine.
Yeah. They gave us $250.
Well, thank you for your cooperation, sir.
All right, Marshal. Thank you. So you walk in and you see there's a man sweeping kind of a sitting area of the train station there, Charles.
Okay.
He continues sweeping. He doesn't really pay much attention to you.
Howdy there.
He looks up. Well, hello. How are you? Welcome to Mount Pleasant.
Thank you. With the U.S. Marshal Service.
I hope you find your stay to be really pleasant. And he
I see.
smiles.
I see what you did there. I will show him my badge.
That's shiny.
It is. Are you the one that runs the station house here?
I run the station house here.
Great. Can you make it so the train that's on the other tracks can't leave?
Sure, we'll hold it here. Is that by order of the Marshals?
It is.
Okay, Marshal.
And have you seen this man?
I have.
And where have you seen him?
Well, he came in and then he just left town heading south.
Alrighty.
Was
Everything all right in town?
Everything's pleasant.
Anybody else work here with you?
Not at the moment.
Where are they at?
Well, it's early. They don't come on till later.
Alrighty. Thank you kindly.
Have a wonderful day.
Don't you mean a pleasant one? And then I walk out the door.
Pleasant day.
And I
Yeah.
walk out the door.
He goes back to sweeping.
I look at my huckleberry and I say, that seemed a little odd, don't you think?
He seemed almost too happy, but
Yeah. I'm thinking they might be controlled similar as the other folk in the other town.
might be. You see, this right here seems to be kind of the main street,
Mhm.
and you do see people walking. Not many. I mean, the town probably has 30 or 40 people in it,
Yeah.
and you see people just walking around, going about their business.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach one of them.
Okay.
First one I see, you say, "Hi there."
Well, it's a gentleman, and he's seems to be headed towards this here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, how can I help you?
What's that building you're heading to over there?
Well, that's my store.
Oh, what store do you have, sir?
I sell saddlery and uh, um, and various tack, which your character knows tack is the
yeah, no,
leather
I'm good.
crap that goes on a horse.
Yep, I'm good. By chance, everything going well in the town today?
Well, we like to say here that everything's pleasant.
I got that from speaking with the station master earlier.
It's just kind of an inside joke, if you understand.
I reckon I do. And I will pull out wanted poster. Have you by chance seen this man?
Yeah, I think so. I saw some feller. I think he headed off south.
Huh. All right then. Do you reckon everybody in town saw him?
Well, there's not many of us. We tend to notice strangers,
Fair enough.
especially when a train comes in and only one man gets off it.
That would be mighty curious. Did he say anything to the town?
Not that I heard.
Let me ask you, and please don't take any offense to this, but you know the fellow that works at the station master's house?
The station master, yeah. Chet?
Chet, is that his name? Does he have
Yeah.
more than one person work up there with him?
Yeah, it's Chet and Matthew. Matthew doesn't usually show up till the afternoon though.
And again, I'm
yes,
not.
solid tight alibis.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. Trying to cast any aspersions. Is Chet okay?
Yeah, we're all okay. Look about you. It's just what you think he's too happy or something. We hear that all the time. It's called Mount Pleasant for a reason. Isn't it a lovely place? Look around you.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a pleasant day.
Oh, you too.
And
He goes up and opens up his shop.
and as he's out of earshot and I'm walking down the street with Slim, I kind of lean over Slim and I say, I'm getting real frightened.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice fella.
Uh, something ain't sitting right with me.
We're gonna head south after our
Well,
wanted man there.
let's play a little game. Just you and me here for
Okay.
a second.
Okay.
So let's say that I was somebody who had the power to influence other people by saying something to them.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
If I knew people were after me, what would you tell everyone in this town about where I was?
Huh. Maybe where you wasn't.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm sure if I was him, he'd want us to go south into whatever trap he's laid for us. He could be out there. I don't know. But let's see what we can find. Let's gather up and get some numbers though. I just got a bad feeling.
We could have October see if he's
Yep.
best at looking for tracks. Maybe you could find some tracks heading south.
Yep. And I can do the same as well. We can try and canvas the whole town.
Okay.
So we'll head back.
Okay. And right as you're heading back, October and Doc are heading back too, and Estelle.
And when they invariably ask us what we found, Slim says, we found a bunch of happy people and also drink up partners. Thank you, Ashley. And also,
Thank you.
Happy
Ara.
people.
yeah, and they all are saying the exact same thing, that he came into town and then rode south, which makes me think that he might have controlled all the people to be super happy and tell people that he went south. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I've talked to people before to get stories straight, no two stories are ever exactly the same. And those two stories were exactly the same.
Did they say if he was on foot?
They did not.
Heading south. How large is this town?
You see it.
This is a large area for south to be the direction.
Mm-hmm.
For
Not
us,
much south.
well, I mean, if we were going to try to look for his path, that's a lot of area to go south, and that's assuming he went south straight from here. If he even did go south, if I catch your
Yeah.
meaning.
If you look at the map, you actually can see that there's a path you can see on the map. You know, it starts here, kind of splits here. Oh, I'm waving my mouse around.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't see any clicking anywhere. What? Okay.
But if you look here, the path does head south.
Okay.
Oh, is that a path?
Yeah, if you look close, you can actually see that there's, it starts up here near the tracks. It kind
Oh,
of
the dirt
splits
is
right.
darker. Okay.
Yeah, and so you can see dark that heads south right there.
Okay.
I mean, I almost feel like we need to have a couple people, maybe Estelle and Slim, stay behind and search the town and the perimeter for idols.
We have seen they have been a common factor.
Okay. So Estelle and Slim are going to stay on the train, and all hands are going to wander around the town looking for idols?
When we got off the train,
Uh-huh.
and I'm assuming that this little structure here is
The water tower.
the water tower. Was there a train station here? Like a small
The
office?
closest, that's this.
Is there a sign on any of this listing the town and maybe a town motto?
Yeah, there is. It's you would have Mark would have seen that as he come into town, and it says Mount Pleasant, where everything is pleasant.
Okay, so that part of what we have been told was here before he was. So if he forced them to be Stepfords, then that's on him, but the phrasing was here before.
Yeah.
I'll start. I'll go down to the path and see if there's fresh tracks heading south.
This way?
Moving map. Yes, I'll start
Okay.
there.
Yeah, do me what is it, survival or whatever you've been rolling
Yeah.
for tracking.
I've been doing survival. A 10.
Yeah, you see clear. You see it looks like it's about a day old, and you don't see a lot of tracks heading out of town, other than you do see a pair of horses looking like one horse was leading the other.
A
So one
pair of horses.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go and talk to the other conductor
Okay.
for the other train while you guys are doing whatever you're doing.
Okay.
And when you start to talk to him, he says the strangest thing about that man was the first thing he said to us after renting the train was, "Drink up, partners." Thank you, Nautico. Soft,
Thank you,
welcome to the
Nautico.
channel.
Yeah, she almost has her victory. I'm not too far from needing a break.
You say that knowing now she's gonna put out all the stops.
If she has any channel points left.
Challenge accepted. She has plenty. We're doomed.
Yeah, I guess I'll take Doc. I mean, why don't you come with me and we'll while Slim and Stella are searching the town in the periphery for idols, why don't we talk to some of the other people in town, see what you think?
All right. See if we
All
can
right.
get a feel for what's going on.
All right, you've got unless you say otherwise, Graciela, August, Estelle, Slim, Abraham's even helping, and Umberto, Henry and Willis are staying with the train.
Yep.
And you guys are where you are.
I'd almost say.
But everybody's wandering around the town looking for statues.
Yeah, but I'd almost say, standard Starfleet protocol: leave the captain on the ship to protect it, because none of those guys can fire a weapon if need be.
So you want Abraham to stay on the train?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So all the other guys are looking, combing the town looking for statues and such.
Yep.
Okay. You get to the train there, October.
Okay. I'm gonna ask if he brought horses with him.
2.
2. How large were they? How many hands?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he gives you a number
it won't
that's a
matter.
stand.
Yeah, he gives me a standard number. Okay. And when he left the train, how loaded was he? Like how many saddlebags? Was
Very
one
light.
Was one a pack horse?
No, just both riding horses.
Oh, of course. Okay. Okay, thank you. And then I'll try to find where people are, but is there a stable here? It's a small-ish town. I don't see a
Right here.
stables.
Why do I not see that? Where's right here?
Okay. It's
Upper
above
center.
above the water tower.
Oh, okay.
Do they have 3 to 4 extra horses?
Just a moment.
Okay.
While you're going over there,
Yeah.
Doc and Chuck,
Mhm.
you're in town, and who are you gonna walk up to? There's all kinds of people. There's a man and his wife walking around. There's
What's this place right here?
it's kind of a saloon restaurant. Not quite gambling hall. No working girls, nothing like that. Just it's a place you could get a meal, and they actually have baths in back, and of course there is a bar. So saloon/restaurant.
Y'all head into the saloon.
Okay. All right, you go in, and there's like I said, this whole place only has 30, 40 people in it, and in there's a tall gentleman who's balding and slender, white shirt vest. He's behind the bar, and he's currently drying off a glass. He nods at you as you walk in, and there's 3 other people that are sitting at a table eating, and there's a young lady with dark hair that's just walking away from their table. And she sees you, and she says, "Sit down anywhere."
Thank you kindly, miss.
She nods and smiles and heads back towards the kitchen.
I'm laughing right now because we're going to need to take a break. And Nautico, it's not because I need to go. It's because my puppies need to go outside.
Well, I need to go, so that's her victory.
All right, there you go. You didn't have to just hand it to her, John. All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right.
Lemon Twist, I have noticed you. What can I do for you? Before I hit this break. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I got to take my dogs out. All right. I'm going to hit this. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay. No problem. I just want to make sure if you needed something, that's what we're here for. Let's do...
back. I'm back.
Me too.
Howdy, howdy.
I guess we're waiting on Mark and Puppy. So, shall we wait for him, or should do you want to head over to the stable, October?
Let's let them finish. So we'll wait for Mark.
Okay, fair enough. You're not showing up in Roll20 there, October. There you are.
That was weird.
That was weird. What did you do that changed something?
Went back over there. I just did that.
Or you just changed windows? That is weird. I have say at 11,000 to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave. I have 66.7 thousand.
Yes, but Naruto uses them for
Yeah.
Soon may the weatherman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave.
I try actually sometimes to use them. Well, I have to say that that's pretty good.
Come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave.
The Weller man. That must be a reference I'm not hip to.
It's a sea shanty that's become popular again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if I Google Weller man, I'll...
Yeah.
I have the channel on mute because I have to listen to other things, so I don't hear the music. I play Warframe since we're Gamer Sledge and we talk about games. And one of their releases, I don't know, a couple years ago, the music that came with that release was actually a sea shanty, and
What is Warframe about? I've always heard of it, but I never got into it.
so it is a third-person looter shooter. I think would be the very simplest definition. It has an amazing story. And a lot of the story no one will tell you about because they don't want to spoil anything. You play the game not having a lot of understanding of what's going on, and you eventually kind of uncover what's going on and actually who you are and what things are as you play the game. I love it. If you like third-person shooters like Destiny or things like that, I highly recommend Warframe. It's I think it's less grindy than Destiny. The controls do take some getting used to, but once you get used to them, you can do some amazing thing. In the game, they have what they call parkour. And that's what the movement is what I love about the game. Is I love running on walls and just the ability to jump and soar through the air, and which is just basic movement that any of the different frames can do. And you're here, Mark is back.
Yes, and if you're using a controller and you press L3 and R3 at the same time, the Warframe does a taunt and then says, "Drink up, partners."
So yeah. Anyway, I love it. I play on PC. They've just launched cross-play, and I would be happy to play with anybody that wants to play.
And also, while I'm gone, if you monitor the stream, there's usually stuff playing on the stream so people can't hear you, which is what Nautico was complaining about.
Yeah, no, we got that.
Okay. That's what the Wellerman and stuff is. They're all on timers.
Yeah, well, that's why we started talking about Warframe, because Warframe, one of their updates a year, maybe 2 years ago, I don't remember. Anyway, had a sea shanty that was just Warframe has amazing music, by the way. Just amazing music.
Is it on Steam?
It is on Steam. Yeah, it's free to play. And the last thing I'll say about it, we'll head on with the game, is my favorite thing about it is that there is zero pay to win. Obviously, if it's free to play, the developers have to make money somehow. So there is a store. There are things you can buy, and the other thing is there's no loot boxes. There's nothing remotely like a loot box. And so if you want to buy this Warframe, you buy that Warframe, not a chance to get it or whatever. You just get it. But anything you can buy in the market, you can get in game for free. And the only things that are unique to the market are only appearance items. So there are appearance items you can only get if you spend real money. But as far as, weapons or Warframes or any of that stuff, you can get all of it in game.
Cool.
So, yeah. Okay, so October's heading to the stables.
Yeah, but I figured we were gonna finish their stuff in the inn, because that's really where.
Okay, they were going into the restaurant. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, she said sit down anywhere and headed into the kitchen.
Take a seat at the bar.
Okay. The tall, slender, balding gentleman comes over and says, what can I do you for?
How are things in town?
He gets a big grin on his face and he says, "Well, they're pleasant."
It seems to be the consensus.
I mean,
It's our thing.
does the mayor like have y'all at gunpoint so that everybody says it?
Oh, it's just fun. Don't you think it's fun?
It's a little fun.
What can I get you for?
I'll get a whiskey.
He sets a glass in front of you and pours 2 fingers and looks at Charles.
Which is darker out these here parts, the water or the whiskey?
Which is darker?
Yeah.
That'd be the whiskey.
And I'll take the whiskey.
All right. He pours you 2 fingers too. Hey, Nariko. Annyeong haseo. I lived in Korea for a year. All right. So yeah, and he says that'll be 10 cents each.
Uh,
I got this one, Doc.
I appreciate it.
And I will pay him, and I'll pay him a little bit extra. Say you might have some information.
Sure.
I been asking folks around about this here gentleman, and I do the same thing with the paper that I have been doing. And I say, everybody says the exact same thing, that he came in town and then went south.
Huh. How many folks you talked to?
Couple few.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
You haven't seen him. Good.
I've been here.
Did you hear anything about the man coming in on the train with one person?
Oscar. One of the guys sitting at the table turns around and says, "Yep." He says, "You see anybody heading south?" Says, "Yeah, I saw some guy leading a horse going south." He looks at the bartender, looks at you, and just kind of shrugs. There you go.
You noticed anything, I hate to say it, but suspicious in town since that feller was here?
No, Oscar. Everybody at the table just kind of shrugs. Nope. They get kind of Cheshire cat grins on their faces, say, "No, everything's pleasant." Kind of chuckle and go back to eating their meal.
Thank y'all. And
Well,
I'll drink my whiskey and then flip the glass over.
Oh, I think you got me there, Nautico. I can say hello. I can order a beer. And that's about all I can do. Hana mekchu chuseo. I can say na hangama chokam hamnida ne, which is kind of a lie. Oh, love you too, Nautico. In an appropriate kind of way. Hey, October, while they're doing all that, you arrive at the stables.
Before I walk in, does it look like they have a handful of horses back there?
Oh, you see about 3 or 4 back there.
Okay. I'll walk in and look for the person who handles the stables.
There's a Hispanic guy in there, or Latino, or what are the appropriate
At this
phrases?
point in this location, I believe Mexican or Spanish is probably accurate.
Mexican gentleman in there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because he probably is from Mexico. The do you have horses that are able to be used?
He's got a bit of an accent, which I'm not going to try to repeat because
I
Mark
appreciate
will
that.
put it on a loop.
Yep.
And but he says, see.
I'm with the marshal's office, and I'll show him my badge.
Oh, he looks impressed.
I need 3 horses, but I'll be bringing them back as soon as we're done. We're chasing after a fugitive,
Mm,
and I'll pull the wanted poster out
okay,
that's folded so that only the picture is showing.
gotcha.
Have you seen this man? If you
No?
do, go the other way. He's very dangerous.
Okay, I do that.
Can I take 3 horses?
Oh, yes. One day?
One day.
Um,
Should be one day. Hopefully one day.
okay. $5.
I will be back with that.
Okay.
And I will leave to go find Charles Jansen, who has all of my money.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You see the girl come back out of the kitchen, walk over to the table, talk to the people there, and smiles at something, and then heads back into the kitchen. Starts to go into the kitchen, comes back out and says, "I'm sorry. Did you gentlemen need something?"
I think we're all right.
I think we're fine.
You wouldn't happen to have seen this gentleman, would you? Yeah,
She
sure.
squints and kind of leans in. Can't say as I have.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll finish my whiskey. Leave the glass on the bar. Well, suppose we should go find October.
Yeah, I'm just kind of glad it doesn't seem to be as dire as it appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll start heading out, and then October finds us.
Right as you're getting towards the door, the bartender says, "Have a pleasant day."
You too, sir.
Just kind of wave my hat behind me. I don't even turn around.
Doc disappeared now. Out of roll 20. There you are.
Yeah.
What is
I'm
it taking you out if it's not the active window or something? That's weird.
No,
Maybe.
it just does it from time to time, I think.
Huh, heck of a deal. Toot toot. I knew better. Okay. Yeah, you see
You gotta do what? I gotta
as you
believe.
come out, you see October just making that what would that be? That would be a left by the station.
Charles Jensen. I need
October.
$10. I found that the person we are chasing
Took two
took
horses.
took 2
and
horses.
Head
Yeah,
south out of
so
town.
so I want to get us some additional horses in case we have to switch out, which is why I believe he took 2 horses.
I believe you're right. I half expect to find the first one dead. Few hours on.
Sadly, I hope that is not accurate, but probably will be.
You could have just used Marshal Powers and had him go seek out the marshal on the train to get paid, right?
I believe that would have taken longer. And
No,
I thought you and the dog have impressed upon me that this
No,
is
fair.
a
fair.
matter that must be taken care of quickly.
So I'll those are on my saddlebag, so they'll be back in my. I've got money on me. Here's. Can you make do with 5 for right now?
Yes. It seemed to be 5 a day, but my fear is, and he looks up at the sky, that we will not be back today.
Yeah. So give him 5 and tell him if we're not back to have him seek out the marshal.
Hmm. And Arthur will nod and head back to the stables, and we'll tell him that. And then we'll start setting up the horses, like not saddling them obviously, but like making sure that the ties and everything are good, the bits are good, and then he'll grab the leashes and the leads and lead.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's got the horses for you. And when you get back, he says you don't need tack and just leads.
Yes, because I believe that I don't want them tired from carrying gear.
Okay.
So we'll transfer our gear to these horses if and when we need them.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Nautico, I learned my Korean in I'll just say a very informal situation. And I doubt anything I say is very polite. Although I do know how to say Anyan Hashashipshio, which is more polite than Anyan Haseo. And before I go on, I just my favorite Korean word is pabo, which translates as stupid, and it's my favorite word because Korean is all about your rank order between who's talking and who they're talking to, and I like the word because pabiya is the word stupid but with politeness added. And so I always found that kind of fun. So yes, you have horses, you have leads. Are you heading south now? Is that the plan?
I am heading to where our horses are on the train.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'll get,
Gabriella sees you coming and starts getting the horses ready.
Yeah.
And brings them off the train for you.
I am unsure, Doc Charles Jensen, if we should transfer the equipment and run these ones tired first, and then keep the horses we're more familiar with, because I don't know if these will do well in combat. And I anticipate knowing both of you, combat is assured.
Well,
What do you mean knowing us?
I wouldn't say assured. I'd prefer not to, if there's a way around it.
When I do occasionally dream, and when both of you are in those dreams, I don't think I've ever seen you without some form of firearm in your hand.
Well, that may be true,
Wow.
but it's not like I shoot first and ask questions later. I only shoot because there's not a way out without shooting.
Yes, I agree. I'm not meaning to say that you choose violence first, but you will have to admit that the majority of the time we have spent together, it has not ended with rainbows and smiles.
He's not wrong.
It's not my fault there's no puppies around.
What would you do to the puppies?
Smile at them and make rainbows.
Sarcasm. Yes.
Let's go.
And I'll start transferring the gear and equipment, like the saddles and that stuff, to these new horses. And we'll fasten the leads to each of the, so that each of us has a second horse, which the second horse is our more familiar horse.
Sounds good.
So we'll
Okay.
sprint, walk, sprint, walk, sprint, walk until those horses seem like they can't go much further, and then we'll switch.
Okay.
Did we find out how long ago he headed out? I know we found out he headed south, but do we know how long ago it was?
Yesterday.
While they're going back and forth and grabbing equipment and materials and stuff, I'm gonna go and look at the map that's on the wall of the inside of the train. So can you bring that map back up that's here? The United States map, so I can see what's
Yes,
south.
sir. I'm on it.
Okay. We are at the Peach Square, right?
No.
No, we are at
Okay.
the junction of the two railroads.
Okay.
Right here.
I know that it's just a direction south, but did it look like you're good? I see it. Did it look like he was heading due south or towards Cedar City?
I'm gonna draw a line.
Okay.
Obviously, this is too far. I mean, I just drew like 100 miles, but I'm just on the scale of the map. I just wanted to give you
Okay.
a direction.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay. Sweet.
So
Thank you.
so don't look at the distance, just look at the direction.
Yeah. He looked like he was going down the east side of those mountains versus towards the mountains or towards the west side of those mountains.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, we'll head out and we'll do that. We'll start doing that.
Okay. Now, cavalry tactic, what you're doing, ride a horse, rest a horse, whatever. I just want to say this would be familiar to you guys. And usually the tradition was about 8 to 10 miles, every 8 to 10 miles, swapping horses. And so, you could probably figure 10 miles an hour. So, it basically, obviously one tactic would be to just ride a horse till it dies. Or you could swap out every hour. Now the downside of that is switching saddles, or you can do some other combination of that. But yeah, there you go. I'll let you do with that information what you will. So you guys head south?
Yeah.
Yes, and before, as we're riding out of town, the last thing one of them says to us is, "Have a pleasant day and drink up, partner."
Somebody does see you go outside, leave town, and tell you to have a pleasant day.
If I do, I see any of our folk on the way out of town.
Yeah, you have a short conversation
I'll
with
be back.
Abraham. He agrees with your plan.
Okay, good deal. That's what I was. That's what I was going to circle back.
He does ask you if you want to take a deputy or if it's just going to be the three of you.
I think just the three of us.
Okay. Abraham, he says they're going to basically he says turtle up. He says he's afraid of well, heck, I'm not sure what I'm afraid of, but I'm afraid of something. And so we're gonna, he says, we're actually gonna dig into the arms locker and we're gonna be ready for whatever while
Yep.
you're gone.
Might be smart to disconnect that other engine from the fuel car and the rest of the train, so nobody
Okay.
can use it to get away. I mean, they can, but they won't get terrible far without any fuel.
Right. I'll get to work on that, and yeah, I hope we see you soon.
Me too. I grin at him, and we'll head out.
Okay. All right. So you guys head south, and I'm gonna still use that 10 you rolled there, October, and um, you can see it. There's a trail heading, as you said. You have the that mountain range to your small mountain range, not like the Rockies you just went over. Wait. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah. So you small mountain range to your right, and um, you're you're following the trail fairly well, and you've rolled a success there, Charles, and yeah, you see the trail too.
So I'm actually not looking for the trail. I'm looking
Oh,
for
okay.
I'm looking for counter trails, or is this a fake trail and somebody doubled back, that type of stuff,
Okay. All right.
which I'm
Well, you
guessing I'm
guys,
not seeing right now. But
no, you're not. You guys get it's coming up on lunchtime, and you still see trail heading south, and you did see earlier in the day, about a couple hours back, you saw a ranch off to your left, and tracks didn't go anywhere near it,
okay,
and just keep pressing on south.
yep.
So it's noon. Are you guys stopping for lunch or anything, or?
Nope.
All right. All right. August pack some lunches for you. You can eat those in the saddle as you go if you want.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys head on, and it's now it is towards the end of October, and so nightfall's going to come about 6:30 or so, and you guys ride on, and
Is this
it's
foreshadowing?
now about 4 o'clock. Foreshadowing for what?
Yeah, you're almost at the end of October.
I did not get that. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about the month. All of a sudden he jerks up and he goes, nope, that's the end of my leash.
We have reached as far as I can go.
Would you like would you like to refresh October's range for 60 diamonds? It's only $1.99.
So yeah. So all right. Yeah, it's coming up about 4. You realize you've got about 2 hours more of daylight. 2.5 maybe. And trail still going south.
We'll
And
follow this trail for 2 hours longer.
maybe 2.5.
Maybe 2.5.
So yeah, so you keep going, and I assume again you've been switching horses and whatnot.
Yep.
All your horses are doing fine, and you matter of fact, Nah, all your horses are fine. I thought for half a second I'd make you guys make a riding roll, but I don't see the point. You guys are experienced riders. Nothing unusual is going on. The horses are fine. Um, uh, you do see the terrain starting to change. And matter of fact, I'll point out is after you got past that um, ranch, you did see the terrain become more like you saw on the train ride and not quite so pleasant. And
Pun
so the
intended.
the terrain, the trees and whatnot are getting kind of weird. And right at about 5 p.m., so you've got about an hour, things do get a little weird, and you come up on a rock formation and some sandstone, but you see a column of rock, but the top rock is just levitating above the other rocks. It looks like it's a column, but there's about 10 feet between the rocks and that top rock, and it's just hovering there.
So what I'm curious about is, do we think that Kurtz is doing this, or do we think Kurtz is headed here because it's the land's doing this?
That's a real good question.
That's why I just asked it out loud.
It's
Voice in my
getting
head.
dark. It's getting dark. It's fall. Is the sky still green?
Not currently, but it's kind of a sepia brown. And where the sun is starting to go down, there's just red glow. So things don't feel right. And a lot of cactus, scrub, but everything just seems to be about 1, 2, maybe even 3 degrees off.
Okay.
All right. So you guys just following the tracks?
That's the idea.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Up ahead, why don't you guys give me 3 notice rolls?
Like 1 each or 3 each?
1 each.
I'm re-rolling mine. That's much better.
All right. Well, everybody's got a success. Charles has 4, 8, 12, has 2 raises. October has 1 raise. And for those who don't know on the channel, a success is a 4, and multiple values of 4 over 4 are a raise. And every time you get a raise, that does something for you. So yeah, you see that up ahead, and it's gentle, but you see the path kind of comes to a rise and then kind of moves to the left, heading down a little bit. If it was snow, it's not even much of a slope. You couldn't even sled on it. I'm just trying to give you an angle. But it is a slight rise and then heads down to your left. To the right is a formation of sandstone, and there appears to be some kind of cave. And in the dirt face down in front of the cave looks like a woman's body. She's in a gray skirt and a white and gray striped long sleeve shirt. Blonde hair in a bun.
Does this look familiar at all? The outfit or the?
I mean, it's standard 1880s Western wear. it's consistent with what people were wearing in town. But in every town you've been in.
But nothing that jumps out that says that this is some kind of organization that I'm familiar with or anything like that.
Oh, no. It's just a
Okay.
standard outfit for people of the time. But it is a body face down in the dirt in front of a cave.
Do the tracks look like they go to the body?
The tracks look like they go to the body and into the cave.
And the cave is a large cave?
It is about, it's, if you ducked a little bit, you could ride into it. And it's about 2 horses wide.
So he was able to fit his horses in there, but the opening just fit him and the horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the sandstone is, it's not like a D&D where where you've got a mountain here and then a hole. It's the sandstone is layers of rocks. And so the cave is a spot where the rocks have a gap between them.
Okay.
Right. And so you can see that this formation, which is pretty big here to your right, is just, it looks like slabs, stone slabs, red kind of sandstone slabs are just kind of stacked together.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one spot where they kind of gap that you could ride through.
Right.
You can't see too far. It's dark in there.
I guess we don't have a choice. We got to go in. Do we have a light source?
Do you?
We should have lanterns.
I think you guys had lanterns.
I think we do.
Grab a couple off the horses.
Yep.
Okay. You're just gonna ride past the body on the ground?
We will.
You're right now, you're at about 100 yards away when you notice her.
I
in
mean,
the cave.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off my horses. Gonna approach it slowly. Gonna get maybe 10 yards out, 20 yards out.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a rock. Just making sure it's not like one of those other ones that we rode up on chasing him last time.
Oh, you mean the girl in the bunny suit?
No. The
Town before.
Actually, the town before that. The one where the dead bodies got up and started walking around. Creating more dead bodies.
Oh, yeah. The diseased ones.
Yep. I'm making sure
Okay.
that this one don't move.
Okay. Well, you get up within, and I'm still going to go with your 12 roll. The feet are pointed towards you. The head is pointed towards the cave. The left arm is up above the head, and the right arm is under the body.
Okay.
And so you toss a rock up there.
Yeah.
Ow, why, mister?
Are you actually aiming at the body or near the
Oh,
body?
yeah. No. I mean, I'm not like,
Oh,
I'm not chucking. I'm not fastball specialing it at her to cause damage. I am.
No, I get it. But are you hitting the body or near the body?
No, I'm trying to hit the body.
Okay.
Because if it gets up after being riled by getting hit by a rock, then that's all I need to know.
All we need to know. All right. Well, let me do something here real quick. All right. Well,
I'll take my Benny. Benny for everybody.
I am sure we'll need it.
Thank you.
there we go. So, the rock hits, and I'm gonna let you use your black joker if you want. At any point, just say stop, and I will let you interrupt.
Yeah.
The body rolls over and aims a pistol right at you.
Stop.
Okay.
And stop.
I'm going to. I'm going to aim at her pistol to shoot it out of her hand. I don't know if she's a zombie or not.
-4.
Yep, I know.
Be right back.
Now, oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to be right back too. I got a package delivered. I'll be right back.
I'm back. If you said something, I had to take my headphones off.
Mark's taking a break too.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. So, John, I don't know how technical you want to be, but I moved up to that spot.
To 10 yards
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
Okay.
I moved up there. I spent a couple seconds looking around for a rock. I threw the rock at her. Do I get my marksman bonus for not moving or no?
Sure.
Okay. So then it's a -3. Shooting. That's a raise.
That's a hit.
Perfect. So
that becomes a 5. And
Right.
5 is better than a 4, which
right,
a 4
right
is
is a six.
success.
Yeah, success. Yep. Do I roll damage to shoot it out of her hand?
Yes.
Okay.
So for disarming is page 100 for those following along at home. And what you'll see is you roll to hit, which you did. When you hit, you roll your damage, and then the defender has to make a strength check, and they're trying to roll higher than your damage to not drop the weapon.
Got it. I'm gonna re-roll that. That's better. 14.
Okay. I'm going to make my strength check. She's not very strong. She has a D4 strength. And the pistol flies out of her hand.
And I say, Don't know if you can understand me or not, but I wouldn't do it again. We're the U.S. Marshals.
She growls at you, and you can see that her eyes are black, and she looks like a snarling animal ready to pounce. October.
And all you hear Charles say is, "Too close. I'm too close."
Shoot Charles Jansen.
It's about time.
I knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
If you did not want to be shot, you would not have been standing so close.
Mm.
Oh, you're what, 10 yards away? That's not bad.
It's infecting him. He's coming right for us. I'm going to October will slide off his horse, reach into 2 of his pouches, and throw a handful of ash and dust into the air. And as it's swirling, the wind will pick it up and drop it like a stone in a circle around each of the 3 of us. Like,
I see. Deflection.
yeah.
Okay. That's a success.
Are you going to spend a Benny?
I'm gonna spend a Benny because it's better with a raise. But we'll see. And I'll spend 1 because that sucks. And I'll spend. Thanks, Mark. And I'll spend
Sorry.
1. We need to remember how I roll.
I will spend 1.
Wow.
I will spend 1 for you
Thank you.
because it helps all of us. Go ahead.
There's a success.
What the heck is happening with my rolls? I love you, John. I love you, but I'm ready.
Roll 20 hates you.
I'm ready for this game to be done.
Roll 20 hates you. That's what it is. It's just
All right, so it's going to be a -2.
Roll 20 knows that you move to other systems and it's holding it against
Yeah,
you.
no crap. It's like, oh, you want to use Foundry? Fine.
See how you like it.
Yeah. You spent hundreds of dollars, subbed up every month. You should have stayed. Okay, so deflection -2 to everyone, and I'll drop a 5 right here for 5 rounds. And there you go.
Okay.
-2 from all attacks heading to our direction. And then I will move to the. You came up on the right, Mark? Charles Jensen?
Yes.
Like you walked
Yes.
up. I'm going to move to the left with my bow and arrow so that Doc has the center.
Okay.
Okay, Guardian. Alright, Guardian.
So
Also-
what are you doing, Doc? You're up.
Blacklist Delta, hello there.
I'll take a shot at the lady.
All right, rifle,
Yep.
the sharps,
Yep.
right?
I will Benny that.
Hello there.
Ooh, that's better.
You shoot her right between the eyes and her head snaps back and she just falls flat on the ground dead.
Okay. Don't even need to roll damage.
Sure, go ahead and roll damage. So 15, her toughness of 4. Yeah, that's what happens.
Right on.
And now my turn. Running out of the cave straight at Charles Jansen is a 8-foot tall werewolf.
Great.
And
Really too close.
It looks like it looks like it's got ripped, just normal person's clothes on.
I'm about to be ripped in half.
What time is it?
5:30.
In-game?
5:30.
5:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just starting to get dark.
So if Charles Jansen's gets bit, will he be a werewolf by night?
Yes. Yes, I will.
And
Stop.
Hammer time.
yeah, you can only interrupt me once. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just seeing if you'd stop anyways.
Fair enough.
And he did, and that's a dangerous lesson for us all.
Yes, it is.
Your toughness is 6 or 7.
Oh God, you're talking to me?
Yes,
That's gonna be a
because
yes.
I'm thinking 24 beats your parry.
Yeah, no, it does. 100%.
I'm done.
I still have that thing that shows the armor, but I think it's 7 after. Yeah.
Okay, 7. All right.
So I'm dead.
So
Right.
8, 9, 10, 11. So no, it beats your toughness with a raise. So because it beats by 4, right?
Oh, right.
And
That
so
that was
what-
the 2-hit roll. My bad.
Right.
Yeah. My bad.
Oh, actually, thank you. So it's actually 14.
So
Which
that'd
is
be-
still just one range.
Right.
It's still just one
One
raise.
raise.
I forgot to roll the d6. So it's shaken plus a wound.
Yep.
Although you can spend a Benny to soak.
I'm gonna do that. And then it's vitality.
Yes.
Vitality. Wait. Vigor?
Vigor. Yes.
Okay, good. Because I didn't have
Yeah,
vitality.
you
I was
said
like,
that,
wait,
and
I don't have
sounded
it.
right. Yeah.
5.
Okay, so after rolling damage, but before applying the wounds, a character may spend a Benny to make a soak roll. This is a vigor check with each success and raise, reducing the number of wounds suffered from that attack by 1. If the character soaks all of the wounds from an attack, he removes his shaken condition too.
Yeah, so this would just get me the wound, so I'd just be shaken, right?
No. So you had shaken and 1 wound.
Correct.
You have 1 success, which removes 1 wound,
Right.
which removes all the wounds.
Oh, so the shaken's gone too.
Yes.
Great.
Now here's what happens. The werewolf comes up and rips his claws through your chest. And you feel yourself falling back, and you're standing in a room. And it's wood tiles underneath you, and the walls are paper walls. And you see lanterns with the decorative cords hanging off. And across from you, you see an Asian woman, and she now is starting to look familiar to you. And she looks at you and she says, "I love you, beloved, but not yet. It's not time. You have to go back." And she reaches out and pushes on your chest. And you find yourself looking at the claw of the werewolf and it passes in front of your chest and misses you. And I need to deal cards. Oh, I need to actually shuffle
现在还不是时候。
because we
现
have a joker. And now I deal. And Doc, you're up. You saw the werewolf run up, and at first it looked like the claw went through his chest, but then actually what you saw is the claw missed, but the werewolf is right in front of Charles.
All right, I'll shoot it with my sharps rifle.
Yeah, it is almost 8 foot tall, so it's towering over him, even though he's between you and him. So yeah, go ahead. You hit, and you have a raise, so you can apply the bonus die. So that's going to be
14.
14 damage.
Okay. What does that do to him?
So that's one raise.
Okay. And then how close are we to the cave entrance, I guess?
You guys are exactly where you were before, so you all are about 10 yards from it.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a vigor roll and fail. Did you guys see that?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll turn that off. I rolled a 3 on my vigor roll. So that's the werewolf is shaken and 1 wound.
Cool.
And he growls right in your face and raises both arms up and just tries to smash you with both hands.
Who?
Me or Chuck?
Chuck,
Oh,
what's your parry?
4.
He hits. Oh, right there. Okay.
Wait, I did. Oh, okay.
You might
Well,
want to soak that.
yeah, I'm going to use my last Benny to try and soak that. That is then a bigger roll. Come on, exploding. That is not exploding. Give me 1 second.
You need a Benny?
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't much more helpful.
Same.
Stand by. I don't do it very often. I'm going to give myself an adventure card and a Benny. All right. Let's see. Well, I'll wait to see what the adventure card is before I. No, that's the opposite of what I need to do. Okay. Yeah.
What's it? It kills you or something?
Yeah, it pretty much would immediately. Okay, there's my last Benny. Reroll. Oh, it was nice knowing everybody.
And I'll spend 1. Still no raise.
It's not a raise, yeah. And he
But
got
it's
like
a success.
he got a 31. So that is still more than a factor of 4, so I am dead.
Well, no. Not quite. So, where was I? Page 100. So you do take I thought it was page 1. Oh, that was called shots. There we go.
What did guts do? Guts edge. Sexuals.
So what happens is it incapacitates you, okay?
Okay.
And as a wild card, you can take 3 wounds. Once you go over 3 wounds, you're incapacitated.
Okay. Well, my name is no longer Chuck. It is now incapacitated.
Now,
and just at like after the claws sink into him, all you hear him say is "Xing Shao Hai Bushi Shi Hao," and then he goes down.
he says something in Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a second.
Oh, okay.
He says something in some Asian
아직
language.
때가
It might not have
아니다.
been a Chinese.
아직 때가 아니다.
But yeah, he falls down, and all October Doc, all you guys see is just blood.
Yeesh.
And
Hang in there,
October.
buddy.
By the way, those listening, you can spend your points, your channel points, and buy people bennies and adventure cards, and help folks out if you want to. Those watching it from home.
Now, can I, if the conditions for playing the card are met, even though I'm incapacitated, can I still play an adventure card?
You absolutely can. Yes.
Okay, that's what. Thank you.
So
You can still earn bennies and adventure cards too.
Got it.
he is right next to the werewolf.
Yes,
Okay.
but it's an 8-foot werewolf, and he's laying prone.
Yeah.
Well, on his back, but
Oh, sorry. Hold on. 4. Boop boop.
just a second.
Wait a minute. He
Just
didn't
a-
hit
wait,
me.
wait.
He didn't hit me.
He didn't.
He didn't
missed.
hit me. He
He
missed because of the -2.
Do it.
Yep. Yep. We forgot to count the -2.
So when I saw
Yeah.
him rearing up in my mind's eye, I saw him hitting me and murdering me. But in reality, it didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that we know what happened in an alternate reality.
Right.
So
You
so then,
win.
how many bennies did we spend?
I spent like, I think,
I
Doc
spent
spent
one, Doc
one.
spent one, and I think Chuck spent 3.
Yeah, I spent
Okay,
3.
we'll go with
Tim
that.
Graves rated my
So
stream with
1,
3 viewers.
2. Well, we'll just do that, and I'll go ahead and spin that one that I shouldn't have. There we go, and then 2 more to.
Sean Graves, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. If it's your first time here, we're Gamers Ledge. We're a group of 11 different editors and contributors. We watch, read, and play just about everything pop culture related in order to help people wisely spend their hard-earned discretionary income, and then we stream our recommendations like tabletop role-playing games here on the channel. We do have a raid video, however, on tabletop role-playing game nights, we actually don't use it, so I apologize for that. If you come back any other night, I will play it for you just for coming in. But thank you for so much for the raid. How was your stream? How was Tormented Souls? Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. And what's up, Light Bright? Hello.
You hit.
Okay. And then
You do extra damage when it's evil.
so yes, but I already had it set for the evil.
Oh, okay.
From last time, I never changed it back.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 7, and that's fine.
Okay. All right.
So and I'm done. Thank you.
It always
He's
makes
actually
me...
he's gonna back up.
Okay. It seems to kind of bounce off his chest and not do anything. Mr. Jansen. Somehow his claws, there was no way they were going to miss. They were going to rip through you.
Yeah.
And somehow they kind of bounced off the air in front of you and missed your body by like 2 millimeters.
So here's my dumb question of the moment. Is he like size larger than human or something?
Let's actually look at his size because...
Thank you, Mark.
Yep.
His size... I would say he's equal to a 8 foot tall. He's grizzly. Well, actually 8 foot tall is size 1. Which is weird. So, but that still puts him, size 1 is in the normal range. And so you don't get the +1 or the scale modifier until size 4.
Okay. So then I'm gonna not use the marksman +1. I'm gonna shoot and then move away. So I'm just gonna shoot.
Wait. In order to get the +1.
Right, that's why I said I'm not doing the
No.
I have to not move.
Hear me.
Yeah.
You have to not move before you shoot.
No, we went over this before. It was sacrificing the movement of the entire turn to get the +1.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, we kind of went over that a couple weeks ago, I think.
Oh, if she doesn't move in a turn.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was trying to be helpful.
No, I appreciate that. Trust me, I do. Yeah, so I'm just going to shoot normally without the +1. Does an 8 hit.
Yeah, an 8 hits, so you needed a 4. That's a raise, so you'll get the bonus die.
Perfect. And then I will roll damage.
It's 13.
It's 13. I'm going to re-roll that.
Gutsy move, Mav. You've got a raise.
Right. I'll still get the damage. I'm re-rolling the damage, not the hit.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's only an 8 on 2d8. I mean, a 10 on 2d8. That's why I'm like...
That's why I said it was a gutsy move.
Come on. I'll do one more. There we go. 15. That's better.
Okay, so I'll tell you, toughness just 8. So 12 is 1 raise. Next raise would be 16. So it's 1.
Yeah, it's 1.
Yeah. So which is you've shaken him again, and now he has 2 wounds. But before I apply the damage, I'm going to spend a Benny because I get him too, and try to soak. Boom. So, so that's a success, but not a raise. And you shook him and did one wound, but he already had a wound. So you only remove one of the wounds he has. So he is still shaken, but only has one wound.
Okay.
And I need to deal cards. And give people bennies.
I love that.
Deal 1 to all players.
Wow. You get a Joker, and the rest of us are all under 5.
Yeah, he's not going to interrupt. He's kind of a charge right ahead kind of character. Although he is shaken, so the first thing I have to do is I need to make a vigor roll. Which is successful. And so he is no longer shaken, but he does have one wound. And he's going to stay right on you, Mr. Jensen.
Oh, so he moved. Wait, he moved up to me?
Yes, he did.
Mm.
Yeah, he has a pace of 8. You have a pace of 6.
Yep.
So he's beat your parry and has a raise. Even with the -2.
Okay.
But does not beat your toughness.
Yay.
And he hits you and doesn't get his claws into you, and you just feel his knuckles just bounce off your chest, and you find yourself pushed back 1 foot. No game effect, just all fluff there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And
unfortunately, I'm with you because he outpaces me.
October.
All right. October is going to stand by to raise to have no capability to raise you from the dead, but try anyway. It's at times like these I miss my spellcaster. I'm gonna fire an arrow.
You miss Z teacher saying you hit.
I miss Z teacher. He had a better toolbox.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not gonna get.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna spend 1. That was 2 1s. That's better.
Wow, there we go. Okay, so you've you beat his toughness of 8. You get a raise at 12. You get a raise at 16. So you have 2 raises. Which is 2 wounds. And you're upset about your last arrow, and so you actually just kind of mentally just pull it back that another 1/4 inch, and you're holding your shot, and he roars right at you, and when he does, when he moves when he looks your way, you shoot the arrow right through his mouth, and you see that sun arrow go into his mouth, and his head just kind of explodes, and he falls over backwards.
Nice.
Nice shooting.
Thank you. You as well.
Thanks. Chuck, you all right?
That was a little closer than I anticipated being.
Yeah.
I think I'm all in one piece, although I may need to change my drawers.
Are you wounded, either of you?
I'm good.
Surprisingly, I think I'm okay.
After all that we went through, yeah, you weren't ever wounded.
Nope.
Well, you were wounded once. You did soak it.
Yeah.
But which means technically you weren't wounded.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
All right.
Is the werewolf staying a werewolf, or is it changing back?
It changes back into human form, and you can see the rags. It looks like clothes of somebody, just a normal Joe.
Okay.
Minus the head.
Yeah, minus the head. That's kind of exploded.
Kind of exploded.
So.
Okay.
It's you guys look around, and now everything seems quiet. Nothing else seems to be jumping out at you or anything.
And
What's
we're sure that these tracks went into this cave?
yes.
Well, grab the lanterns and head in, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't have much of a
Okay.
choice. Luckily, that entire combat was only like 22 seconds, so we didn't lose that much
Yeah,
time.
pretty much. You were just gonna leave the bodies there, or?
I'm not doing nothing with them right now.
Okay, all right.
Well, you know what? No, I don't think I know much about werewolves, so no. Yes. Yes, leaving them there, and
Okay, and heading into the cave.
yep,
Mounted or dismounted?
it's a cave. It's got to be dismounted.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, fair enough. So you guys go in. Why don't you, whoever wants to, give me some tracking rolls?
Tracking.
Notice or survival.
That's a success.
It's dark in here. Oh, there's my shoes.
Um,
That's a success.
some reason, your mind isn't focused on here and now.
I wonder why.
Charles.
Wonder why.
You might be thinking about some room with paper walls, and
Yeah.
so you don't see any tracks. October, Doc, you guys, it's kind of obvious. I mean, it's just the cave goes straight, and it's got a sandy bottom, and so it's kind of hard not to see the tracks. The cave goes, you can tell October it's 2 horses still. And you can see that there's a man's tracks next to him too. So whoever it was walked the horses through this cave.
Has this cave gotten any larger, or is it the same size?
Same size. And it
And
goes.
is it okay? Go ahead, finish.
It goes for about 150 yards and then just opens up to the other side of this tiny little ridge.
Oh, so
So-
it opens back up to outside.
Yes, it's a tunnel, not a cave.
Okay.
Halfway through, you did see a green rock, and around the green rock on the ground around it, you saw torn clothing.
Was the werewolf completely naked? No,
No,
rags,
it had-
right? It had rags. Are the
Yes.
rags the same color as these rags?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Frustrating, but interesting.
And so if you follow on, are you leaving the rock there?
No. What should we do with this?
Put it in the saddlebag away from everything else.
We'll wrap it with a piece of cloth, a piece of the rags, and put it in a saddlebag.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that just takes a second. You guys get out of the tunnel and the tracks head west towards the mountains.
Of course they do.
And it's starting to get dark.
Hmm.
And you're still you guys were moving really well. You guys were, your martial training, your your connection with the earth training, you guys did really well. You started, you were a day behind. You're now maybe 16 hours behind, maybe.
Mamie's fast.
So, I mean, you're gaining on him. So,
Right.
are you pressing on?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because it's dark, because you're going to have to use the lanterns to see, to keep tracking,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be able to go quite as fast as you had been.
Right.
You guys go about 20 minutes and the tracks turn north.
I'm gonna look again to see if there's any sign of
Yeah, you all can
counter-tracking.
make a right. Make me go ahead and roll
I am not seeing anything.
October, and Doc, you can make some notice rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, no. All you see is the tracks going north. And you have a success there, Doc. You just see the tracks going north.
Okay.
I don't know what's distracting October, but you don't see anything though.
I'm keeping my eyes up, trying to go between keeping my eyes up to see any other werewolves or worse, those giant bats coming out of the sky.
Flying werewolf bat things.
While also trying to follow the tracks. So I'm enough distracted.
Children in bunny suits. Not that. I think I drank up partnered myself. All right. Great. Here's the deal. You guys aren't going to stop, right? It's keep on going until you catch up with him, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys ride through the night. And the tracks circle back around and take you back to town. Back to Mount Pleasant. As you get close to town, let me change screens here.
This is what I was afraid of all along.
As you get back towards town, you hear gunshots It actually sounds like a miniature battle is going on. I mean, it's wow, bow, bow, and I shouldn't have done that, should I? Anyway, there's a lot of gunfire, not just bang, bang, bang. It's something big is happening. And you guys are, as you get 200 yards south of town right now, you hear gunshots. Gunshot. It actually sounds like a miniature battle is going on. I mean, it's I'm looking for a map that has you guys on it. I shouldn't have done that, should I? Any miniature battle is going on. I mean, it's wow, bow, bow, and I shouldn't have done that, should I? Anyway, miniature battle is going. There you go. You guys are on the south side of town there, and you can put yourselves how you like.
Zoom in. Yeah, that works for me.
And I'll go ahead and still shuffle, even though that combat's over, because there was a joker. All right. Mr. Charles Jensen.
What's the
I believe your
what's
horse
movement
is
with
pace.
horse? Yeah.
I believe the horse is, I'm about to look it up. I think it's 12.
Okay.
Take me 2 seconds here. I think it'll take me 2 seconds. Horse pace. Yeah, 12.
Okay. So,
And I know you don't see a train here. The engine is here.
Okay. And
actually,
is that,
the front of the engine is right about here, and the train is going back to the north top part of the map.
and is the shooting coming from the train?
Where you guys are now, you can look down this street,
Mm.
and you see all the towns. You see a bunch of town folk shooting at the train. And you see a bunch of town folk bodies laying on the ground. Men,
Okay.
women, are don't seem to be very well. Make notice rolls, guys.
I got a success that time.
That's a success. That's a success.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah. Sorry.
I no
Notice
longer.
roll.
He
I
failed.
think he already
He failed his
it.
notice roll.
Yeah.
Notice to make the notice roll.
And there you go.
And,
There's
and
the
it's a
proof.
fail. Yep.
We've been eating that.
It's the soothing
So
sound of John's voice.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Ohio Raya, welcome to the stream.
All right. Well, that's okay. Everybody else. So what you and October see is they
Hello
don't.
there.
This is poor military work, right?
Mhm.
I mean, this is obviously some kind of organized battle, and they don't look like they're trained soldiers doing this. They look like complete, utter amateurs doing a terrible job. If that makes any sense. And so there are 6 of them here shooting at the train.
Thank you, Civil Savage. Have a wonderful evening. Doc, where's the easiest place to shoot them to mend up?
So we're
You're down here,
And they're up
and
there by the water tower.
bottom left, and they're up here.
I think the best place is to get to the. It would be great to get up onto the roofs of one of these buildings, and then we'd have a clear shot.
Yeah, but no, I meant where's the best place to shoot them on their bodies to mend them up later?
Oh. I mean, shoot him in the leg. Be
Right.
best non-lethal hit, but if you go center mass, make sure you aim low. It'll be a gut shot, but we can patch that up.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is stick the wax into my ears,
Okay.
which, let's see. How many of these is 12? That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I stand on the horse, can I shimmy up onto the roof?
You can. You have a clear shot from where you are.
I know, but I kind of want to get up onto the roof.
Okay.
And then I'll peek over the roof.
That's climbing up on the roof is going to take the rest
That's
of your
fine.
movement.
That's what I got then.
Okay.
And I'm going to look down. Actually,
I'll let you get to the peak of the roof right there.
Yeah, and I'm going to look down this way while I'm climbing
Which
up.
way?
Down here, down the main thoroughfare. There are people down there or no?
No.
Okay.
No. Between dead bodies and between the 6 shooters, it looks like pretty much the whole town walked to that spot and started shooting the train.
Do we see the people from the cafe who said they didn't see the guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody that you saw
Yeah.
is either dead on the ground or shooting
shooting.
the train.
Got it. That's me. That's my action.
Okay. October.
I'm here. I'm just thinking. Because you threw me for a loop here. I was talking to Naomi while you were describing the path, exiting from that cave, finding the rags. I've pieced together what I believe is we were magically pointed back north, and now we're at the south part of the town.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the trail led you back to town. You went west for half an hour and then back north, all the way back to town. You arrived at town in morning. When you were outside of town, you heard gunshots like a big battle. As you got there, you see a bunch of dead bodies, and you see 6 people actively shooting at your train.
And the bodies and the 6 active people are people that we saw in town.
Correct.
Absolutely, yes.
And the other train, is it still here?
You don't see it, no.
Would I have normally been able to see it from where I am?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we haven't you guys have talked to the science guys on the train. They don't have like a Gatling gun or anything, right? That they've been working on.
I wish.
Sadly, no.
Like the TV shows that John is drawing from.
Yes, no. Well, listen. The first thing I talked to the guy about was drawing up plans to make it so that I could have Airwolf, steampunked Airwolf.
Maybe you have a steampunk airwolf back there.
Yeah, is there a steampunk Airwolf back there yet, John?
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, no.
The people that are firing at the train. I'm assuming
Yes.
we have people firing back at them, and that's partly why there's a bunch of dead bodies.
That is correct.
I'm going to. Can we get I'm sorry, can we mark the map? Like, where is our engine? Is it up
Okay,
by the
I
water
will.
thing?
I'm gonna do some drawing. Give me just a second.
The
then
engine's
if we can get, like-
about here.
If we can get an X next to the people where the people are standing.
The people are standing
Um,
here.
Is
I know.
that gonna work? No, that's not gonna work. Doggone
All
it.
of them?
Yeah, they're
all
all
of them?
standing like in a row right here.
Oh, maybe that will work. Oh, yeah, that's gonna work.
Is this accurate, John?
There's no, not remotely. I got it.
I meant for people.
No.
Okay.
I got it, brother. There you go. There's the train and there's the people. Open the roof.
See all the
Yeah, see, yeah, we kind of
Wait,
messed that one
they're
up.
on the roof?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
They're right here, where I have the.
Right, and then you sit up on the
Ellipse.
roof. So I didn't know if maybe
Oh,
I was missing something.
because I said there's the roof and there's the people. Yeah. Anyway, it rhymed.
You're
It was.
giving me not being confused a lot more credit. So this is our train pointed south,
Southwest. Yeah.
pointed southwest.
Just a second.
Okay.
Pointed that way, which is southwest. You are correct, sir.
Okay.
So they're opposite pretty much of the stock car.
Okay.
They're next to kind of the stock car and the baggage car, which is, you guys can see, you see the train is on fire. Not the engine, but several of the cars are on fire of your train.
Yep. I would like to hold my action till after the dot goes.
Okay. Doc, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to. Let's see. Where am I? I'm gonna move to about where he was, and you said the. And you said climbing up onto the one of the roofs would be a movement action.
Yes.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay.
Post up on that, pull out my rifle, and take aim.
Okay. Do you want to be at the front of the roof?
Yeah,
Okay.
like right.
Okay. All right. Yep, you can aim, and so
And then
we're back.
next round I'll use I was gonna use marksman or dead shot.
Okay. So it's back to you, October.
All right. October is going to move here. And because now I'm within range of both, he's going to as he's running, he's gonna scrape up some dirt.
Are you running or are you on your horse?
I'll be on my horse, sure.
Okay.
I'll pull out some dirt and ash and throw it in the air as I get close enough. But
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to do 2 actions, so both will suffer a -1.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to cast deflection.
Oh, okay.
Why do I do this to myself? I should just do one thing.
Because it's cool and
Okay.
cinematic.
So I did that one, but it's not a
Yes.
raise. So it'll just be a -2.
Okay.
Okay, 5. boop. And then I'm going to attempt to cast shapeshift and change into a bird.
Okay.
So I will take a feather, strip it in half, and throw it down to both sides of the horse as I leap off the horse. Son of a gun. This
Can't be easy, can it?
no.
There you go. You got it.
And I will take to the sky as a bird.
What kind of bird?
A peregrine falcon.
Okay. All right. You're a normal size
A
one with no
common,
raise.
a common falcon in the Midwest where the Sioux are from.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is go, caw, drink up, partners. Thank you, Araya.
Fantastic. And I hate to do this in the middle of a battle, but I inflicted this on myself this time, so I'll be right back. I literally be just 2 minutes.
So Dojo Master and Lightbright, you guys are both from the Aloha State. I don't know if you know each other, but I've been wanting to make that connection for a while. Dojo Master is a great trance DJ, and Lightbright Indie is a fantastic variety streamer. And you're both awesome people, so I wanted to kind of make that connection at some point. So I'm glad you both made it in at the same time.
I think I've got another half hour, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm also putting stuff in the car and stuff for tomorrow morning.
I'm already nodding off.
Yeah. Yeah, and your schedule is all over the place too. And I need to make sure I make a pile of stuff I'm supposed to remember.
Thank you for your patience. I'm back. Thank you very much. And that was 2 minutes. All right. So, shooting. I'm going to make one roll and say it's just my roll for all of them.
Their guns explode.
They're not doing well. Matter of fact, one of them actually shoots the other in the head, and that one, now there's just 5 left. So I need to deal cards. And October.
Okay.
Your birdness is up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wonder if Falcon is in the book.
Falcon's not, but Winter Soldier is.
Okay, so double speed has me here. And I land on the roof on this side.
Okay.
I'm still a bird.
I'm still a bird.
And I'm gonna change this.
I'm still a
to-
bird, gonna fly away.
Raptor, you are in here. Birds of prey. Well, that's bizarre.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
Oh, okay, there it is. Okay. The pace of a raptor is 3. And I thought, how is a bird's pace a 3? And I realized that's its pace walking.
Yeah.
And down under flight, you have a pace of 48.
Oh, I thought it was 12.
No, 48.
Okay, so I'm gonna get there and I'm going to not be flying anymore.
So does that
that
mean
was
you're
my
landing?
movement. I landed before, but I was still gonna be a bird because I didn't think I still had an action. But if that's my pace, I still have an action.
Yeah. So are you going to be a person standing on the roof?
I'm a person standing on the roof, and I am going to say, I'm gonna be ducked down, like partially behind, but so that they can still see me. and I'm going to say, "Oh no! I hope they do not see me. They are so dumb." Loud enough for them to see me and hear me.
Okay.
Wait, did you say you were gonna duck down?
I'm
I thought you were
Well-
a raptor.
I'm actually neither now. I'm a human.
So then why do you have duck down? See you soon. Love you.
So,
I think I'm gonna stay home for Halloween. I'm trying to get their attention. That's all.
yeah, I gotcha.
That's me.
Actually, do you have taunt?
I don't. I do not. Which is why I was acting so poorly.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
And then spend a penny.
No, let's.
I don't have a Benny.
I know, that was why I said it.
All right, good. So my turn.
Wow. Wow.
That's
Another
awesome.
one of them dies.
Another one bites the
There's
dust.
Four left. Doc.
Friendly fire.
Right. So I'll take aim at one of them and what was it? I'll use marksman.
Okay. So that's a 6, which is a hit.
Ooh, God.
Jeez.
And
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I got him.
And 3 of them lined up.
Doc's like, here, let me show you how to take him down, without any damage to him. And there's just smoking legs left.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. He lines up that Sharps rifle and bam, hits somebody right at the base of their right
Wait,
where their
okay.
neck hits their shoulders and just and so there's 3 left standing. Charles.
And you hear Charles yell, "Is that how you want me to do it?"
do as I say, not as I do.
I like aim at one of them and oh God.
So that's a raise, so you'll add your bonus.
Yeah,
die.
well,
Do as I say and as I do.
yeah, pretty much. Oh God, 21.
Yeah. So what are we down to 1 or 2?
2.
2. Okay, so there's 2 left standing. And shooting from inside. Okay, there's 2 left standing. And cards. The shooting from inside, by the way, has slowed since you guys kind of noticed that shooting was going on. So it seems like there's fewer people shooting. All right, Mr. Charles Jensen.
Repeat. So +1.
That's a hit.
Okay. And then damage 24.
Bam, there's 1 left standing.
I don't seem to be getting the hang of shooting them in the leg.
October,
There's one left,
there is 1 left.
but he did not pay attention to me whatsoever, or were they firing back at me as well?
He did not pay attention to you whatsoever. He seems pretty locked on what's in front of him.
I'm gonna attempt to shoot him in a not dangerous part of his body.
Okay.
The largest, not like his
minus-
leg.
Okay, take a -2.
Okay. And I missed completely.
Arrow goes right in the ground between his legs.
I'm also doing a really good job of not doing anything.
Doc,
All right, line up the last shot.
you hit.
37. Oh, that's
And
That's a 9.
that's a 9. So
Nine?
actually with your marksman, because you didn't roll, you rolled a 7, so still not a raise. So yeah, 9. And
This
that
time
is
I'm aiming the wound.
that is anyway. Boom! The person falls over dead. They're not. They're not wild cards. They're extras. And you hear. It sounds like fighting's going on inside the train. You can hear that now.
Oh crap!
And the train's on fire as well.
Yes.
Of course it is. I don't. Well,
So, still water in the.
in the water tower.
Yeah, maybe you could use that to put out the flames.
Yeah, if
Probably.
if there is enough, we can just roll the train forward and have it wash down the fiery train as we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me deal cards first. And okay. Charles.
I'm going to jump down back onto my horse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I'll jump onto the back of the engine and attempt to use my turn to attempt to make it move forward slowly.
Okay. You do hear fighting in the train.
Yeah, I know, but is there fighting in the engine?
No.
Right. So I'm attempting to start the train moving forward slowly.
Okay. Henry's ducked down in there. And Willis is inside. He's got his shovel, but he's inside the coal car.
Okay. I'm like, Henry.
They were taking care of
okay.
Cover. Neither one of them had guns.
Right. Henry, how do I start the water, move the train forward slowly, and I'll have it put out the fire on the train?
Henry says, I understand. Willis, we got this. There's fighting. Do something.
Yep. We just got here. On our way back.
All right. Doc.
All right, then I'm going to get down off the roof and get on my horse and head over to the to where Charles is.
Okay. You got 12 spaces you can move.
So
I'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you again for the
All
raid,
right.
by the way.
October.
You're awesome. Stitch loves you.
Let me change this to 3. And October will go 1, 2, drop off. He's essentially going to go to here and try to start getting on the train.
All right. That is going to be, let's call that the, hey, there we go. That's better. Stock baggage. That's the you're right about the research car.
Okay.
Which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th car.
And this fighting sound like it's coming from this car?
No.
Behind it? In front of it?
Behind it.
So further north off the map?
Yes.
Okay. I'll get on the train and start heading that direction.
Okay. All right. How many spaces did you move?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9.
Okay. In this research car, you find Umberto, and you can find out next turn if you want to, but he's face down in a pool of blood.
And did I use my action as movement? I did, right?
Did you ride your horse over?
No, because on my horse, I flew. I flew to that.
That's right. So 12 is your pace. That was double. So yeah, that's everything.
12 is my pace?
Well, no, 6 is your pace. 12 is double.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Then
I said that wrong.
You're good.
All right, October.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check Umberto.
He is he's got some stab wounds and he's bleeding out.
Okay, then I am going to attempt to heal. The magic
Okay.
heal.
Yeah. So that
freaking men.
does some wonderful things and probably lowers the mana cost, huh?
It does not lower the mana cost. Like I said, I missed that. However, healing removes wounds less than an hour old. The penalty cast your arcane skill is the victim's wounds. So how many wounds did he have?
3.
Oh crap. Okay, so 7. So it's not a raise.
Okay, but you've stopped the bleeding and he's just unconscious now, right?
A success removes 1 wound, and a raise removes 2. There was no raise. Power. I hate when this does this. I'm trying to make the box bigger so I can read the rest of it. Power may be cast additional times, remove additional wounds. For extras, the GM must first determine if the ally is still alive. If so, successful arcane skill returns an ally to action. Shaken if it matters.
Okay. So you
he
were
still has 2
successful.
wounds, but he is alive.
Yeah. And I am gonna
And
make
no
him
longer
shaken.
bleeding out. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So okay. So that was a successful turn. Doc.
Excuse me.
Let's see. Are we gonna get this train moving?
As a movement, can I hide him?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hide him like under furniture or something. Thank you.
Yeah, he's got cabinets in there you could put him in.
I don't know where are you, Doc?
I'm right.
He's right
with
next
you.
to you.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna move the
Henry
train.
is Henry and Willis are doing what they can. They're getting the train moving.
Okay.
It's not moving yet, but they're doing.
They're gonna move the train
things.
and start the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
You and I
Willis will
can-
take care of the water.
You and I can head back.
All right. So I'll head over to where. Let's see.
You can, if you stay on your horse, your pace is 12. If you're on foot, your pace is 6. If you can double your pace and take no further actions if you want. Either way, you both could catch up to October.
Okay. Catch up to October, dismount the horse, and get onto the train.
Okay. All right, you can do that. So you walk into the research car right as October is closing a cabinet. And Charles.
How much distance would it take for me to get through the door into the car from here?
The one that October's in?
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just jump down onto my horse, ride it back here, and jump off the horse.
Yeah, you can be with October if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody is in the research car.
Yeah. Yes. Is the research car at the front? I thought it was the diner car was at the front.
Engine, coal car, stock car, baggage car, research, sleeper, diner, club car, caboose.
Okay. So I was trying to get into the stock car, not where October is then, if he's in the research.
Oh, so you want to be where the horses are?
I want to go to whatever car is directly behind the coal car.
Stock car.
So that's where I want to go.
Okay, you're there. Horses are fine. You see no people.
Okay. I will whisper, Graciela. Graciela.
No answer.
Okay. That's probably all my
I'll let you get to the baggage car if you want.
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay, you're at the baggage car.
It does. I don't think we ever clarified. Are there windows on the doors that we open between the cars?
Yes.
Okay. So what do I see through that window?
Nothing. No people. Although that car is one of them that's on fire.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. I think. Okay. Things happen that you guys can't see, and I'll deal cards. Mr. Charles Jansen.
All right, I'm moving into the baggage car
Okay.
and making sure there's nobody unconscious on the floor that's going to burn to death.
Slim is half leaning out a window.
I will pull him back in, making sure that I am not pulling him across jagged glass.
Understand?
And I will overarm sling his arm around my arm, and we'll make towards the next car.
Make a notice roll.
Can do that.
And don't worry about anything more than a success. There you go. He's got a bullet hole in the front of his head and missing half of back of his head.
Well, I'll put him down and move on to the next car.
Okay, that would be the research car, and
Okay.
you see Doc and October about to do whatever it is they're about to do.
And I say, Slim's dead, no sign of Graciela. They're moving the train forward to put out the fire with the water.
Umberto's in that cabinet.
Dead or alive?
Alive.
Well, that's one.
You're up, October.
I'll nod to Charles Jansen. Was Charles Jansen moving as if he was going to move past me into the next car?
Yes.
No, yeah, well, he's gonna, yes.
He didn't stop. He's talking to me as he's walking, right?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
All right. So I'm going to,
game mechanics wise, he's at the end of his turn though.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to push into the next car.
Okay, the next car is the sleeper car.
Uh-huh. With my bow and arrow, actually with my tomahawk, prepped.
Okay.
All of the people that I've seen, do they have solid black eyes?
That we're shooting at the train?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll move into the first sleeper car because there's like 3 sleeper cars, 2 sleeper cars.
2.
Okay. I'll move into the first sleeper car.
Estelle is laying on her back in a pool of blood in the hallway of the first sleeper car.
Which one was Estelle?
She's one of the deputies.
Graciela was the one taking care of the little girl,
Correct.
Yes.
and we don't know. We haven't seen the little girl or her, right?
I literally just said that I did not see Graciela
Right.
in the stock car.
That's I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, no,
Make
I'm
sure I
just
wasn't-
reiterating for you.
Yeah.
Okay. I will walk up and kneel with my tomahawk in my hand, still staring forward, and I will feel for a pulse.
No pulse, multiple stab wounds. She's passed.
Okay. And I will move down further. Are the
Okay.
doors when I picture sleeper, I picture like Orient Express where there's like a walkway and then rooms.
Yeah.
And all
on
the
the left
rooms
side,
doors are
yeah.
open or closed.
Yeah, they're all open, I'll just say.
Okay.
You get through the sleeper. I understand you're moving cautiously. And you can be at the door to the next sleeper.
Okay.
Because you're moving cautiously, you check her pulse and whatnot. You see nobody else. But there is a blood trail going into the next sleeper.
Okay. GM.
Things happen. Doc.
I'm gonna follow into the next car.
Okay. If you want, you can pass up October while he's checking Estelle's pulse.
Yeah, I'll pass him and go into the car after the next sleeper.
Okay. It seems empty.
Okay.
And I will deal cards.
That was
Doc.
We are at 1.
I'll go into the next car.
All right. The next car is the diner car. You see August laying next to the bar in there, and the stools are knocked over.
Does
And
does the blood trail we were following through that last sleeper car lead to August?
yes,
Okay.
I'll check
And
his
pass.
pulse.
he's dead.
Damn it. All right, then I'll move along. Is he the only one in here?
Yes.
All right, then I'll move to the next one.
Let me check one thing. Yeah.
Is Graciela Umberto's daughter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Okay. So, you stop to check him in the diner car. You move up. You're ready to go to the next car. October.
Seeing Doc head towards check the cars and check the August. October will move more quickly through, and he'll move through the dining. Wait,
Yeah, your big guys are basically
yeah,
leapfrogging
we're
each other.
leapfrogging. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you actually get to the club car, and you will be able to take an action.
Okay.
You see, one of the villagers, for lack of a better word, straddling Abraham, who is on the ground, stabbing him.
Happy Halloween. Have we figured out grappling? Do we know how that works?
Yeah, it's when you use
we've
the
done it before.
the sharp end of your tomahawk.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the tomahawk. Is what it's gonna come down to. I was just wondering. Okay.
No,
yeah.
do what you want to do. I was just being dumb. It is my specialty.
A 5.
That actually hits.
Good, because I don't have any way to remedy that if it didn't. And
Oh.
21.
You remove his head from his shoulders.
Is he evil?
Yes.
24.
Either way.
You remove his head from his shoulders, and his body falls.
Frick. Is blood still spouting from
Abraham?
Abraham?
Abraham was actively struggling against the guy.
I'll yell, Doc, Abraham is here and needs your assistance. Not assistance. Abraham is here and needs help.
On my way.
So you get there, Doc. We're out of combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop dealing cards. You get there, and Abraham reaches up, and he reaches up with his right hand and puts it on your left cheek, and he's like, Colin, I'm glad to see you, boy.
Just calm down. I've got you. Don't worry.
No, listen. He
What?
reaches over and he pulls the badge off his jacket. And he reaches up and he pins it on your jacket. And he says, "You're Marshal now, boy. I know I'm done.
Not yet. Not yet.
I love you, Colin. I love you."
Love you too, Abe.
And he dies.
All right, October, time to bring him back.
Well, I mean, the only reason I wasn't going to cast heal is because I hadn't thought about the fact that I was going to attack and heal, or I would have subtracted 1 from the attack to also do a heal. But I mean, he's dead. He's dead,
Yeah.
Jim.
Yeah.
You guys kind of, there's this pause, and you can hear everything is just pin quiet.
Where are the rest of the deputies?
Um. Well, there were only 4 deputies. Jake and Percy died in previous episodes.
Yeah.
And you found Estelle and Slim both dead.
Right. I
So-
thought there were, for some reason, I thought there were more that we had picked
Nope.
up at some point.
Nope, just 4.
Okay.
We
All
lost
now
all our
dead.
red shirts.
Yeah. You found basically everyone is dead except Henry and Willis
And Graciela and Clara.
are missing.
Right. Yeah, well, Umberto's not dead also.
That's true. Yes, that's true. And Doc has been promoted to Marshal.
Nice. So I think we should go back to the train yelling for the 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys run through the whole terrain and
It's prayer time for me, so I'm gonna take off the headset. But I'll be back in just a second.
okay. No response from the yelling. You guys are confident. You guys are confident. She and Clara are not on the train.
Yeah. I'm sure they've been taken.
Um,
I'm going to look for tracks.
okay.
On the back.
Which side of the train?
Back side of the train.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your seeing tracks roll.
I'll use the Benny. I see my shoes.
I'm
I'll
going to go
use-
ahead. I'm going to roll for October.
I'll spend a Benny for you.
Oh,
Well,
thank you.
let me roll for October first. So he's got a success,
Okay.
and I'll give you that penny back, Doc.
No, thanks.
There you go. And October finds tracks right here,
Okay.
and you follow the tracks, and you Doc in October, and you find Graciela about 100 yards hiding, and she sees the 3 of you, and she runs and throws her arms around Doc and looks at the other 2 of you and says, thank you. She says, I was so afraid, Doc. I wanted to help, but I had to protect Clara. I had to protect Kara.
You
it
did
was
the right
awful.
thing. It's okay.
It was
okay.
awful. No, it was awful.
I know. It's over now. It's over.
They weren't even human. She just
And
kind of collapses into your arm, is just weeping. And Clara's crying too.
Oh, well, that's that's bonus. That's not how I thought that was going to go at all. Perfect. Let's get them back to the train.
The
Let's
train
see.
moves. Willis and Henry use the water tower per your idea to the fires out. The baggage car is a loss. The second sleeper car is a loss. The caboose is a loss. So you've basically lost 3 cars.
Yeah. But that means the train will go even faster now. We'll need to. I'll set the 2 of them to using the station master's switches to remove those 3 cars and put them on the alternate track.
Yep. Henry and Willis can do that.
Yep. And
Are you going to do anything with the town people dead bodies?
I mean, I'd say it, but there's so many of them.
I don't think we'd have enough time.
Okay. All right. There's a couple townspeople dead bodies on the train and one that's been decapitated.
Yeah, we're going to move all that off the train.
Okay. Make a notice roll.
All of us?
Yeah. I'll make the one for, well, there we go. I'm just going to go with that. So you notice all of them have this metal bug thing attached to the back of their neck.
Everyone who's dead? Or
Well,
just
the
townsfolk?
two that you threw off the train, you noticed, and if you want, you go look. The others will all have it too.
So wait, for the one that was decapitated, was the bug cut in half?
Yes.
Does it look like metal inside?
Yes. Yes.
I'm kind of really
There's green rock inside it.
Of course there is. I'm kind of thinking that we might actually want to burn these bodies.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, you guys can get that done pretty quickly.
And I hate to say it, but we might want to do the same with our fallen.
Do any of them have the
No.
centipedes on their necks?
No.
I think we should give them a proper burial.
You've got the three of you, Henry and Willis, so there's 5 of you. Umberto's not going to, well, no, 6, because you have Graciela. So you can get that dug pretty quick.
All right, we'll do that then.
Okay.
Do a 21 gun salute for them.
Yep. I'll use pistol instead. I mean, I'll use the rifle instead of pistols.
Yeah. Obviously. All right. And you're going to mount the shortened train and head after your quarry.
Yep.
All right, and that's where we'll go ahead and call it tonight.
Perfect.
And with October rides off on his horse, and you guys get the train rolling, and we'll roll credits and start back up from there.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you, John.
Thank you for running, John. And thank you everybody
guys.
for lurking, chatting, laughing, redeeming stuff, cheering and subbing. You all rock. Our top chatter tonight was Nautico. Lemon Twist in second place. Look at all these fine folks that rolled on through tonight. Appreciate everybody coming out. Top emote tonight was Twitch Unity. And we had awesome raids from Sean Graves tonight, so thank you for that. Thank you all for coming through tonight. We are going to... Let me see here. Let me pull this up. Let's hit that. There we go. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload new content, which is every single day of the week, Monday through Sunday. bit.ly/mechanicsgl will get your name on every single show that we do for as little as $5 a month, just like our boss producers scrolling across their screen right now. I got to shout out Mr. J Nice, Neo Sapien, and Shank the Noob, as well as the rest of our boss producers shown here on the screen, and as well as all of our normal producers, without whom we couldn't do what we do. And without you coming to hang out, I appreciate. No problem, Jimmy. I got you, man. And G Boys, welcome in right before we leave. We're gonna find somebody to raid out to here in just a second. Let's see who's on right now that I can raid. I'm thinking. Let's go a little bit further down the list here. Oh. He is playing a little Modern Warfare, but we're gonna send it over to our friend Forgiven John. He is an awesome streamer. Plays a lot of PUBG. He's playing the new Modern Warfare right now. But we will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 Central, 10 Eastern for Fun with Friends Friday. We're going to be doing some Kingdom Death Monster. Should be a lot of fun. So join us for that. If you've never seen Kingdom Death Monster, it's one of the most expensive minigame and complicated minis game ever created. And we've been wanting to play it for a while now. So we'll try and get that done tomorrow. So join us for that. Appreciate all of you. Until next time, be excellent to each other. And of course, game on.
Game on.
Game on.